take a grande, no foam, triple cap, double pump vanilla latte with 3.5 ice cubes, slightly shaken, extra whip.
Yeah, that's gonna be an upcharge.
Great! This one is on my Kasasa cashback checking account.
Uh-huh.
Kasasa pays me cash back on everyday debit card purchases, plus refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. Go on, take back banking and treat yourself to monthly cash rewards.
Get Kasasa cashback at First.
Welcome to the First State Bank pregame show here on the Green Country Sports Network as we are getting ready to have the Tahlequah Lady Tigers take on the Grove. What is the Grove's mascot? I just went blank. Ridge Runners, golly. You two were no help. Come on, Chelsea. You were a basketball player.
I thought they were the Pirates.
I couldn't remember. I was like, that Gore is, I think. Something like that.
And Locust Grove?
Yeah,
Locust Grove.
Yeah.
So, anyway, we have Angie. Well, I'll let you guys introduce yourselves. You guys have been on here before.
Okay, I'm Angie Cook. I am the Business Development Officer at First State Bank.
I'm Chelsea Peters, and I am a customer service rep.
So, it's good to have you all here again. So, two exciting, pretty faces here, right?
It's the highlight of our night.
Yes, of course it is. You get to hang out with me for a
Yes.
minute. But, so what's going on at the bank?
Well, we have a lot going on. We have been busy bringing in customers. Our CDs are still good right now. We've been promoting our online banking, letting everybody know about it if they don't. Our e-statements, our mobile banking, all the fun stuff.
Okay. And so if someone wants to open an account there, what are the ways they can?
So they can either go to our website, fsbtahlequah.com, and then you can apply for any of the accounts available. You can also come in and visit with one of our customer service representatives. There's me, Haley Applegate, and Angie and Sarah are there to help as well.
Yeah, okay. Well, are there anything else going on? I know you guys do all kinds of things. Of course, we're not here. You guys aren't loan officers, so we're not really talking about loans. But is there anything else going on with accounts or anything that you guys want to highlight? I know one time you guys talked about some business accounts.
Yeah, we do have our business accounts. Just like with our personal accounts, there's different tiers, different ones that you can choose from. We have some that have no monthly maintenance fees or low monthly maintenance fees. Ones that draw interest. Anything that you need, we can help you with.
Right. I know that the low interest or the lower fee, I meant not low interest. Low fees is important for some small businesses because fees can end up eating you alive just in general. And I know there are fees associated with everything. But, and then I know one of the cool things we highlight here on our broadcast as far as your commercials is Kasasa. And I know people have seen the commercial over and over because we use it. But maybe you guys could do another brief explanation of it, at least kind of giving people an idea of what it is. It's a funky word, I know that.
So our Kasasa accounts are reward-based accounts. They actually earn you rewards. You can either earn high interest or you can earn cash back. There are some requirements to meet the rewards. You have to have at least 12 debit card purchases posted and settled, have at least a direct deposit or automatic payment come out of the account, and you have to agree to receive e-statements through internet banking.
Which is pretty easy to do. I mean, unless you are just a cash person, I don't know about anybody that doesn't do 12.
Oh, there's still some people that love their cash
and
their paper statements.
Oh, don't get me wrong. My mom is one of them. She doesn't really like the card thing, but, for the most part, I mean, you can run 12 in 2 days. I mean, sometimes one day.
Yeah, I felt like I did 12 today, too. Yeah.
So, I mean, it's pretty easy to do, and then I like the e-statements just because you don't have to deal with getting that paper in and trying to figure out what am I going to do with this or shredding it. That way no one else gets a hold of your records and things. But if you still like paper, I know that you guys will offer that. So, and you guys also have safe deposit boxes and kind of all the other general things that you think of in a bank, right?
Yeah, we do. We have safety deposit boxes. We have CDs. We do the loans, like you said. We have a new product that's going to be coming out really soon that we're excited about, the mobile deposits, where you can just take a picture of the check with your phone and it automatically well, it deposits into the account just like if you was at the bank depositing it.
Right, and I know, I'm going to kind of say a little bit just because I have a little bit of inside knowledge of banking.
Yeah.
That's a huge deal because a lot of the bigger banks or the big, larger banks will have that. Well, they have the ability to implement it, so it shows what First State Bank's willing to do to put in the time to get that, because being a small bank, it takes a lot of effort to get things like that together, and I don't think a lot of people realize that. So,
yes.
Kudos to the bank for doing that and for working on it, because I know it's not easy.
No, and another thing that, with our bank and our Visa cards, our debit cards, they work not only just in the U.S., but they also work internationally.
Right.
And that's a big deal for some people, as they're traveling with their families or on business, to make sure that once they get there, they have access to their funds.
Are you guys still in the TransFund network or no?
Yes, we are.
Okay, and so if you kind of tell people, because a lot of times people will want to use their card to get cash, and then they're like concerned, is it going to ding me for a whole bunch of fees or something?
So we do go through TransFund. We have links, and there is an app that TransFund provides where our customers can find the surcharge-free ATMs around them.
Right.
So that does come in handy for them.
Heck yeah, because there's nothing worse than when you go through an ATM and they're like, oh, it's $4 and $3, whatever, and that's one thing I like about my Kasasa account that I have is that I get it reimbursed.
Yeah,
as long as I do,
that's one of the rewards, the ATM reimbursement.
Well, I want to thank you all for coming, and I know that you guys probably have busy Friday nights planned. So, but we want to thank you. Thanks First State Bank again for being a sponsor for Green Country Sports Network, and of course, a advocate and sponsor for the Tahlequah athletic community.
Absolutely. So, thank you for having us.
All right. Well, that was Chelsea and Angie at First State Bank, and we'll be right back on the Green Country Sports Network.
That is literally the funniest thing ever.
And then I said,
It wasn't. But this guy could use a win. Even if it's not as big of a win as I get with free Kasasa Cash checking. Kasasa Cash pays me a really high rate and refunds ATM withdrawal fees nationwide. So I feel like a queen. Has a mega bank ever made you feel that way? Or is it more like this guy? Take back banking with Kasasa Cash.
Get Kasasa Cash at First State Bank.
Welcome to the Green Country Sports Network live broadcast of Tahlequah Tigers versus Grove Ridge Runners. Goodness sakes, Grove Ridge Runners. And tonight we're going to start with the Lady Tigers of Tahlequah and the Lady Ridge Runners of Grove.
I've got to do some research and find out what a Ridge Runner is. I don't know what the Ridge Runner is.
It kind of looks like a cross of a road runner and some kind of sparrow. So we know what a tiger looks like. The last time these two met was the opening game of the season. Lady Tigers got a 36-18 win. Grove likes to slow things down. They play defense, and they kind of, I don't really know how to say it. I don't want to say it's a sloppy style of ball, but they like to just slow it down and get kind of in the dirt a little bit. You know? So they definitely don't want you running up and down the court, and so they try to slow your game down quite a bit, which therein lies the only 36 points. But
and you didn't want to use the word dirty, and I don't either, but they're very aggressive.
Very aggressive. So
they push the limit on the rules, and that's that's what you do. They got rules up there, and then you take advantage of them.
They have a very passionate head coach, is the best way to describe him, compared to our coach Qualls, who's pretty laid back.
Yeah, and they lost a lot of seniors last year. They're rebuilding this year, and we got them very first game of the year. So this is going to be a much. They've been playing better than they did in that game. Talking to the radio announcer just now, and he said they're playing better. So
Tahlequah needs this game to help get back into the rhythm, as they played a struggling Claremore team earlier in the week with a very large, in excess of 50-point win against the Zebras. But prior to that, Tahlequah, the varsity, hasn't been played in nearly 2 weeks, and so it was good to get them back in the gym and get the rust knocked off. But we could use this game right here to help, fine-tune some things before next week comes, because next week we have 3 games, and it starts with a home game. That's senior night on Tuesday. Prior.
Senior night, okay.
And then the Lady Tigers hit the road, and that's going to be a tough road match because they head up to Booker T, and then they go to Collinsville. So back-to-back, just very tough games there. Excuse me, I think the Booker T, I spoke, they get on the road. I think Booker T's here. Excuse me, I think Booker T's here Thursday.
You're right. Yeah.
But nonetheless, going to be a very difficult. That's going to be the top 3 teams there in our 5A district are Booker T, the Lady Tigers, and of course Collinsville.
Yeah, that's a rough stretch there, and get us ready for the playoffs. And like to play some hard games, getting ready. Maddie Matthews kind of came out of her offensive slump last week, and glad to see that.
Yeah, finally started getting into rhythm, and that's something that the Lady Tigers need. That you can get that inside-out game going. You can't stop Corey Rainwater when she is in single coverage, if you will, and that's a football term. But when they're only going to send one girl to guard her, she does so well against that, and she's so difficult to defend against. So most teams will allot 2, if not 3, to try to shut her down. And when that's happening, then the outside game is pivotal, and we got that going, and then it's just pick your poison at that.
Yeah. Well, hey, we've got a big crowd up here. A lot of Tahlequah fans, a lot of Grove fans, and the band's here.
The band's here, and so it will be loud tonight.
Love the band.
So we're excited to see that.
They moved over a little bit, so we'll be able to hear a little better, because they're usually right there, and it's real hard to hear.
Yeah. Anyway, I loved the band when I was playing, man. It just made you feel like you could jump out of the gym. Get that adrenaline going.
It's something to be said about crowd environment. You look at studies that have been done, home team, the home field advantage, if you will. And if the last study I read on that, it was about a 62 to 63%, of home field advantage. And it is because that crowd energizes the players, and the players can feel that, and that just little extra adrenaline that gets dumped into the body. So it's important to have a big crowd to support, and looks like the Tahlequah faithful has shown out tonight.
Yeah, it's good to see. We have some referees tonight, or one of them's familiar. I've seen him before. I don't know about. Oh yeah, there they are. I don't know. I don't think that's him. That one did the Tournament of Champions at BOK over Christmas break. Mm-hmm. So we watch all these games, Ashley. We get to know a lot of the referees.
You get to recognize them, kind of know the ones that are, well, we might consider good versus the ones who aren't as good.
Are there any good referees?
So,
it's a hard thing to do. It's just so fast and so hard, and there's probably a foul on, all the time.
I always say, off air to anybody who will listen to me, I don't mind poor officiating if it's consistent. Yeah. And just be consistent one way or the other, because let me know what rules we're playing by. Are we doing hand checks? We're not doing hand checks. Are we being physical in the post, etc. Just be consistent. But Coach, we're about 50 seconds away from the national anthem and the start of tonight's matchup.
I'd like to thank First State Bank for being our pregame sponsor tonight, and would also like to say our Lady Tigers lost one game this year. I think we were debating that 16-1 or 17-1. I'm not sure, but a very glitzy record.
The only loss occurred in the Tournament of Champions to a very good Lincoln Christian team who actually lost in the finals of the Tournament of Champions. Of course, Lady Tigers went on to win the Consolation Championship.
Oh, there's that fight
that's
song. Yeah. All you former Tahlequah athletes, I know you've heard that many, many times. And we'd like to thank all our fans and former athletes, relatives, and friends for joining us tonight. Looking forward to a great game.
So we're going to step away just for a second as we prepare to honor our country by the playing and singing of the national anthem. Another phenomenal job there. It always amazes me at how well these young people can sing. Outstanding.
Castro, was it Lynn?
Lillian, I think, or something? Lillian, I believe.
Lillian Castro.
Oh, that was fantastic.
Yeah, she did really good.
Outstanding job. Just shortly going to announce the starting lineups here for both teams. The visiting team in all red tonight, Grove Lady Ridge Run. Head coach is Richard Bassett, assisted by Jason Gear and Dakota Floyd. Number 11, Paige Alsop. Number 12, Aiden Arnold. Number 22, Elliot Gear. And number 24, Rowan Gear. I believe they're sisters. And number 45, Javen Buffington. And that's the starting lineups for the Grove Lady Ridge Runners. And now, starting lineups for your Tahlequah Lady Tigers. Head coach David Qualls, assistant Coach Night Chief. And a senior, number 0, Maddie Matthews. And another senior, number 2, Talon T.D. Dick. And another senior, number 3, Jersey Maverick Retzlaff. Senior number 21, the Northeastern State University signee, Jaden Butchery. And the final senior, number 25, Air Force Academy commit, Corey Rainwater. And that's your Tahlequah Lady Tigers. Our starting lineup, coach, is I'm Ashley Stevens. This is Coach Gary Wing, Dr. Kelly Calloway, Craig Wing on stats, and of course Ryan Hosley on the camera.
I think
none of us were commits.
Am I mistaken in thinking that
Different kind of commit.
3 of those girls are from Briggs? Went to grade school at Briggs.
I'm not sure.
Rainwater.
Butchery. Rainwater, Butchery, and
Butchery
TD.
went to Woodall. I know that one. TD was Briggs, and Jersey, I think, was at Briggs. I got to find out about that.
Gotcha.
Might be spreading a rumor here.
Well, here we go. Rainwater set for the tip. We're all ready to go.
I'm anticipating a great game here, Ashley.
There we go. Rainwater kicks it out. Number 45, Buffington, comes up with it. So Grove will start with the basketball.
And we're starting in a man-to-man right off the bat. That's been our go-to defense here. And really done a good job.
Little travel call. Start. That's on Rowan gear.
You know, I watched an NBA game, some of the Thunder game the other night. About every player did that. It never got called there.
Little stutter step. So the Tahlequah faithful is standing up until the first points are scored by the Lady Tigers. If anyone ever wants to know what's going on. Over to Matthews. They're looking inside. Goes it to Butchery. Butchery, she takes a step. Nothing doing. Back out top. Good ball movement. Penetration by Taylor. She loses it. Bridgewater's come up with it.
Reached around behind her as she was driving to the basket. I think she's getting ready to pass that one out, and they knocked it out of her hand.
Alsop to Arnold. Back to Alsop, 3-point. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound, Rainwater.
Here come the Lady Tigers up the floor.
Taylor Dick at the top of the key for the Lady Tigers.
The Ridge Runners are in a 2-1-2.
Nice little give. And then Rainwater is fouled. Myers-Bernard foul. Sends her to the Tahlequah handyman free throw line. Shooting 2. That foul was on Buffington. That's her first, and that's the Ridge Runners' first team foul. And it comes at 6:49 to go in the first period.
She's got a body that can kind of match up with Rainwater. You know, anymore, as rough it is, that extra weight really helps in basketball just like it does in football.
Corey makes the first of 2. And she goes 2 for 2 at that trip to the handyman free throw line.
And Tahlequah faithful are glad of that. They get to sit down.
They get to sit down. So Tahlequah immediately goes to a press,
Good
and there we
job,
go, force a
Jersey.
turnover. Retzloff comes up with it. Over to Matthews. And now they've set up an offense. Taylor attacks, gives over to Butchery, back to Matthews, baseline 3, off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound, Ridge Runners.
That's her shot, though.
That's Gear who comes up with it. Over to the sister. And then she's going to be fouled. I believe is that on Corey. Nope, it's going to be on Taylor Dick. Taylor Dick picks up her first and the team's first. That's a Myers-Bernard foul. And again to the Tahlequah handyman free throw line. Shooting 2. Rowan Gear makes the first of 2.
It's like eerily quiet in here. I don't
It
know
is. It's
why.
like everybody's just kind of laid back. It's been a long week. Makes both. Goes 2 for 2. So we're all tied up 2-2 with 6:21 to go. Quickly down the court are the Tigers. Can't draw the foul. Misses the basket. Goes out of bounds. Will be Grove ball.
I think her feelings got knocked loose on that one. She took a hard hit.
Tahlequah into the press.
Now we got to get that girl back.
6 minutes to play in the first period. It's still 2-2.
So we're in a 1-2-2 now.
Inside to Gear, back outside. Little head fake. Top of the key, sisters.
Grove's trying to figure out change her offense a little bit.
Tahlequah's gone back to a zone, it looks like.
The free throw area will be wide open on this kind of
3 ball, no good.
defense.
Buttrey had a shot for it, had it knocked out of her hands by Buffington. Around the corner, inside. Tip, there's 3 of them in there. And let's see what we got. We got a held ball. That will be Tahlequah basketball.
Tahlequah's really ratcheted up their defense, and a lot of their success this year has been to that defense.
So again, in no hurry are the Ridge Runners. But Tahlequah with the basketball. Jaden attacks, can't get it to fall. She gets her own rebound, out to Matthews. Back to Buttrey. Buttrey over to Jersey. Good look at a three-pointer. Still can't find the basket. Tahlequah off so far. Only points coming from the free throw line. And quickly down the courts are the Ridge Runners. Gathers for a three-point attempt. Off the rim, no good. Ball's tipped out of bounds by Buttrey. Will stay with Grove.
Yeah, that offside rebounder is, that's an important place over there.
You try to teach these kids the law of mirrors. You know, when that ball goes up, mirror the shot, because 70% of the time, that's where that ball is gonna rebound to. Baseline 3 is good, so Grove Ridge Runners, they're out 5-2 with a 3-point advantage.
She might have been more open than anybody. Nobody from far.
That was Paige Alsop with the 3, and Tahlequah just playing sloppy basketball right now.
Turnover. We're not getting much effort. I was bragging on them about how hard they're playing. Well, they have been, but not tonight yet.
Here pulls it out to the top of the key. Over to Arnold, inside, looking around. His gear. Just trying to find an open shot. Air ball. Nice play to throw it back in by the other gear sister, but Matthews comes up with it. 4:12 to play.
She was ready for that, wasn't she?
Long pass over to Matthews. Buttrey's got a good look for 3. Let's see if she can get it to go. Off the rim, no good. Great job by Jersey to block out, but just couldn't come up with the rebound. And here comes Gear. Inside, floater, got it. 7-0 run by the Ridge Runners.
It kind of looks like the girls are running a little slower or something. I don't know what's going on.
We're just not awake yet.
So 5-point advantage for the Lady Ridge Runners. Tahlequah just can't find a basket. Inside over to Buttrey, back out to Talon. She'll shoot a 3. Good look at the basket. She can't find it. Rebound, Rainwater. Back to Matthews.
Everybody's had a try.
Inside to Buttrey. Buttrey can't get it to fall off the front of the rim. My goodness.
She'll get that one all night long. That's just a free throw.
We have not made a field goal yet, and it's 3:15 to play in the first period.
Well, everybody's had a shot at it. Everybody's got a shot.
I think Jersey's the only one that hadn't shot, has she?
She shot.
Oh, she shot a 3, missed it.
Okay. I must have missed that one.
So we're back to a man here.
She pulls up in the face of Buttrey and nails it. And right now, Lady Tigers are on their heels, down 10-2.
Yeah, we're just not putting any effort out here.
Inside over to Matthews, back to Buttrey. And Buttrey is fouled by number 22, which is Elliott Gear. That's her first, the team's second.
We need something good to happen to get the momentum going here. Oh, wow.
Inbound pass stolen by Gear. Here they come, the Ridge Runners. Inside to the Gear sister, and then Jersey knocks it out of her hands, but they're going to call a foul. So Jersey picks up a Myers and Bernard foul. Her first, team second.
You know, it's kind of what we talked about. Tahlequah beat them very easily first game, and in the back of their head, they think they're going to beat them again very easily, and they're playing better basketball. Their coach is not going to let them play bad basketball.
So 2:35 to go in the first period. Tahlequah 2, Grove 10. Way downtown, off the backboard, and good. And there's a timeout, Tahlequah.
13-2.
We are on a 13-0 run by these Lady Ridge Runners. And we got to do something now just to simply stop the bleeding.
Well, it'd be good to hustle a little bit. That's the first thing you try to do to stop the bleeding.
So Tahlequah's 0 for 7 at the three-point line to start this game.
And
we're actually 0 for everywhere. minus the free throw line.
And they've made several, so that's a bad combination.
Yeah.
Well, it was like on that turnover a while ago, only like one person ran back. Everyone else kind of looked like they were barely jogging.
Right.
I don't know. It's just not how they normally play.
Yeah. We need something to happen. Either somebody's going to have to get mad or something really good's going to have to happen to get us fired up again.
Talon over to Maddie. Matthews nearly has it knocked out of her hands. Inside to Rainwater. Rainwater to Buttrey. Buttrey off the back of the glass. There it is. First field goal of the game for the Lady Tigers.
They changed Corey and Jaden places and worked well there.
Took about 6 minutes for that first score.
Man.
We're in our little zone press.
Tahlequah down 9 inside to Buffington. And little dramatic roll. It falls. 15-4. Grove on top.
Yeah, if we're going to do that, that offside girl has got to get back underneath the basket because Corey can't guard everybody.
You got to remember, too, Grove scored only 18 points in the first matchup. They're at 15 here in the first. Good take by Jersey. And again one. Nice take to draw the Myers-Bernard foul, and they'll send her to the Tahlequah handyman free throw line for the and one. So good take there by Jersey. That was a good strong because she had it hit early, and then she fought through it and then drew that next foul. So opportunity here. Close the gap some.
You know it's coming. Just let them hit you and then shoot the ball. She did a good job of that.
In and out. Score remains 6-15. Tahlequah in the press. Here comes
we're
Gear.
On a 4-0 run here.
And there's forces a turnover. Buttrey comes up with, Rainwater comes up with it. She was looking at Buttrey, had her for just a second. Talon Dick going to fire one for three. In and out.
Wow.
Maddie Matthews runs down the rebound. She's trapped in the corner. She fights through. Nice job to get it to Talon, and Talon throws away. Timeout. Grove.
That was a good look by TD. It just wasn't right. It's just not. I see what she was getting at, but
just not falling. And you got to figure that at a certain point our shots will start falling, and then look out.
Well, that was a good timeout for us. We came out four straight points.
Yeah, out of the timeout, absolutely.
Executing a little better. And it's early. It's a long time in this ball game, but it's not off to a good start.
Tahlequah in a position they don't find themselves very often, and that is playing from behind.
How did our JV do tonight, Ashley?
They won 52-11 or something of that nature. It was a big win for the JV. They played very well.
Undefeated this year?
They are undefeated.
In
JV. In JV play. They were entered a varsity tournament and played very well. They did lose 2 games, but they were close. One was overtime and one was should have won it. So off the rim, no good. Rebound Buttrey. Here come the Lady Tigers. 50 seconds to go in the first. Over to Retzloff. Back to Dick.
I'll tell you something. We're working a lot harder now. Working a lot harder.
Inside. Just inside the arc, and she nails it. So Talon Dick for 2. It just inside the arc. 1 foot back would have been worth that extra point. 8-15. Tigers down 7. Now in the press. Grove does a good job getting it down. A little hesitation there. Out of bounds. Says it was knocked out of bounds off of Jersey. Yeah.
Ernie Briggs, I'm not sure Ernie, he's sitting across the way. I'm going to have to ask him later if that was a good call.
He's right there on it.
He's right there, always. That's his spot.
So Grove content to hold for the last shot as we're down to about 15 seconds. Gear attacks inside. Nice little give, and they're going to call Maddie Matthews, I believe, on a foul. So Maddie picks up her first foul. That's at the team's 3rd foul.
14 seconds to go. This is out of bounds right here is one of the best ways to score. They did that to Jersey again.
So number 11, baseline 3, no good. Good block there by Rainwater. Kicks it out to Matthews. 2-on-2. Matthews being pressured. Good spin. Good take. Can't draw the foul. Out of the bounds. They say it's going to be Grove's ball. Grove faithful wanted an over-the-back call, which, they gave him the ball. So 0.4 seconds to go in the first, and that's the end of the first. Lady Tigers down 7. We're going to take a break. Thank you for watching Green Country Sports Network.
Hello and welcome to Green Country Sports Network, your home for Tahlequah Tiger basketball. Tonight's game is brought to you by First State Bank, Tahlequah's bank. Green Country Funeral Home, 203 Ron Rice Avenue. Horseshoe Inn and Campground, 936-229-7942. Armstrong Bank. Baker's Furniture, where you buy the best for less. State Farm Agent Laura Lunn. Hutchins Law. Countryside Wellness, family chiropractic care and clinical nutrition. Skate House, where the good times roll.
Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network. Some end of first period adjustments, Coach. I mean, you got to get something going here just offensively. Have a little bit of signs of life, but you know, the last thing we want to do is give these Ridge Runners any confidence.
Yeah. Well, we've outscored them 6-1 in the last little dab, so that's a positive sign. They put 45 Buffington back in the ball game.
Alsop over there to the corner to the Gear sister. Real head fake.
Jaden.
Back out. Alsop's got a good look at it. Off the back of the rim, no good. Buffington comes up with the rebound. Out to Gear. I have to get them figured out. Elliott is 22 and Rowan is 24, so I may just start calling them by their first names. The sisters. Over to Alsop.
So what are they trying to do to us, Ashley? They're passing the ball around a lot. They're
Ball's
trying
on
to
the
turn
floor.
it around. That's turnover. That's what
we like.
Yeah.
Tigers come up with it. I don't know if they're just trying to get a wide open shot, or I don't really know the goal of their offense, just to be honest with you, because
there's probably one special girl at one special place. Looking good.
Jersey Maverick for 3.
Well, that's right in
There.
line with us. We
Assist
can look
Corey
good
Rainwater.
all the way.
You could tell when it left her hands it looked good. So Tigers cut the lead to 4, so 11-15, 6:45 to play in the second.
So we've cut it back to 4 all of a sudden.
So again, they just take their time, ball rotation, round the horn they go. They get in absolutely no hurry. That's Rowan. Over.
Now, I remember at Grove, the first half, they ran kind of fast on us. I was really surprised, but this one's more like they normally do to us.
Yeah, exactly. Just
really slow.
Just very patient. Try to pick their shots.
Jaden got her hand on the ball, but just couldn't secure it.
So Elliott Gear with the ball at the top of the key. Looks like the Lady Tigers are back in a 1.
Got an
A
overload.
Losman.
Oh, that spot's going to be wide open.
Nice three-point attempt off the backboard, no good, and Buttrey comes up with the rebound, is able to get it out to Taylor. And here come the Lady Tigers. 5:50 to play in the second.
Let's see if we can score another one, tie this thing up.
Gets it inside, over to Rainwater. Back to Buttrey. Buttrey, she'll take it right there at the elbow. Got it! Nice shot there by Jaden Buttrey.
Just a free throw, and she'll have that all night in this defense.
Tigers cut the lead to 2, 13-15, with 5.5 to play in the second. Tigers quickly back in the press, and here comes Gear. Over to Arnold, and she throws it away. So just what Tahlequah needed. So Carson Gilbert, sophomore, going to check in for Maddie Matthews. Also checking in for Grove, I believe, is number 15. That's Kenzie Gwynn.
First appearance in the ball game. So Grove's still in their 2-1-2. That'll give you a shot out on the wing, and it'll give you a shot at the free throw line, right?
Inside
there.
quickly to Rainwater, and she draws the foul. Let's see if they're going to give it to Buffington or number 11. That's a Myers or Bernard, your community hometown real estate team. Sends Rainwater to the Tahlequah Handyman free throw line, shooting 2. So also that's her first personal, and that is the team's first of the second period. It comes with 5:07 to play in the first half. Just a bit short.
This is how we started our scoring right here. Oh, it's Corey.
Corey right now 2 for 3 from free throw line.
There's only been one foul called in this game so far. Very well played.
So here we go, 15-14. The lead is only 1. Tigers in a press, and they're going to get Taylor with a little cheap foul there. She bumped her. So Taylor picks up, I believe, her second foul. Second Myers and Bernard foul.
That's an old
First
trick,
team.
isn't it? Get somebody behind you and just stop.
So a little basketball IQ, a little gamesmanship, if you will. She doesn't want to attack, so she pulls it back out, and again, they slow it back down. That's a good, like showing you a good example of what their philosophy is, because most teams would have attacked that because they had the numbers. They had a 3-on-1, and instead she pulls it out, and they want to burn some time. So around the horn it goes, over to Elliott, and she's fouled and one. They probably wouldn't have called Jaden with that foul, but it was the dramatic slap, the swipe. Who didn't hit anything? It was a body foul.
Yeah,
she missed, and her body is what actually hit her, so the foul is there, but that dramatic swipe was probably what convinced them to go ahead and blow the whistle. So she doesn't get the and one. Rebound by Rainwater, 14-7. Tigers down 3. Here comes number 3, Jersey Retzlaff. Over to Taylon Dick. Gilbert.
Oh.
Gilbert has it picked away by Gear. We're able to come back up with it. Just a soft little pass. Taylon Dick has it knocked out behind her.
That's the second time they've come up behind her.
Maddie Matthews set to check back in on the next whistle. Grove walks it up the court.
4:08 to go in this second quarter.
Taylon Dick trying to get it. They're going to say she stepped out of bounds. Good
job,
pressure
TD.
there by Taylon
Yeah.
to force the turnover.
Yeah.
Taylon's going to get a breather as Maddie Matthews checks back into the game. It'd be a nice time for number 0 to catch some fire. Really, I'd take anybody catching fire, just to be honest with you. Over to Gilbert.
17 up.
Gilbert trying to get it over to Rainwater and does. Back on top to Matthews. Inside to Buttrey. Buttrey, one dribble, floater. Got it.
Got it.
Tigers 16, Ridge Runners 17. Tigers quickly into the press.
She likes that little spot, doesn't she?
3:33 to play in the first half. Tigers down 1. Double trap there. And what do we got? 10-second call. Great defense there by the Lady Tigers. Checking into the game for the Lady Tigers, number 23 sophomore Lauren Stevens. She's going to give Jersey a breather here. 3:25 to go.
17-16. Let's get the lead here. Haven't had that since 2-0.
They're just making an adjustment as to where.
Yeah, they've had
throw it
a
in.
rule change, Ashley. Nobody knows about it, but there's certain places you're supposed to throw the ball on.
Buttrey over to Matthews. Matthews has a look at it, goes inside to Rainwater at the elbow. Got it! Nice shot there by the senior. And there we go, our second lead of the game. And it comes 3:09 to go. Tahlequah 18, Ridge Runners 17.
You know, Tahlequah's adjusted. They were trying to do that baseline runner, and it wasn't working, so they've gone to shooting from the free throw line.
So the second 10-second call there. Great job by turning on the defense for the Lady Tigers.
I'm surprised
there.
their coach hasn't called a timeout to save them.
Right. He's just, you can see the look of frustration as he just shakes his head at him.
Well, that was kind of quick, I thought. But we sure take it.
I'll take it. I agree with you. I was kind of surprised to see 10 seconds. Good pass there by Gilbert to Rainwater, who fights, can't get it to fall. Rebound is Grove, and then I think that was a frustration foul by Rainwater. Nonetheless, fouls are fouls, and that's a Myers and Bernard foul. So Rainwater picks up her first, the team's third.
Well, she thought she got hammered, and
so got a 3-on-1. She'll pull up. Nope. She wants to give it over to Buffington. Once again, no traveling call there. But again, you have numbers and they pull out. So that, again, just a sign of what they're going to do to slow this ball game down, to not have a 3-on-1.
Well, if we're going to press, we can't let them dribble right down the sideline.
They quickly got to her hip, and then we could never recover.
That's a no-no.
2:15 to play in the second period. Ridge Runners rotating the ball around. Gear Sisters playing catch with one another. Good steal by Matthews. Great hustle play. That was just a good old-fashioned work and hustle to come up with that. Over to Gilbert. Gilbert around the corner, back to Matthews at the top of the key. Buttrey want to get it inside, but nothing doing there. Back to Matthews. They just kind of rotate places. Gilbert over to Rainwater. Rainwater back to Matthews top. One more pass. Over to Stevens at the baseline. Jumper too hard. Off the back of the rim, no good. That should be Tahlequah ball. Oh! So Stevens had a good look at the basket, just a little too aggressive. And then Grove ends up with the basketball. Both Corey and the Grove player had their hand on it.
Yeah.
Out of bounds.
I wasn't real sure how he figured out. Good job, Lauren.
Good job to rotate there.
Yeah, she was right back where she's supposed to be.
Also inside, help the helper, and does. Good. Oh, I was going to say good block by Corey, but they're going to say no, that was a foul. Myers-Bernard foul will send.
Is that her second or third?
That's her second foul. Team's fourth foul with 1:20 to play in the first half. So she'll go to the Tahlequah Handyman free throw line. Shooting 2.
I don't know. You think he's going to roll the dice and keep her out there?
I think they kind of have to at this point. They got to get something going. Taylon Dick going to check back in for the Lady Tigers. She's going to check in for Lauren Stevens.
(18-18) right here. 1:20 to go.
Goes 2 for 2 at that trip, and Grove regains the lead with 1:20 to go, 19-18. Matthews over to Buttrey. Excuse me,
I'm David.
Rainwater with an errant pass throws it away. Jerseys checks back in for Carson Gilbert.
Grove's made an adjustment on their defense. They're not letting them have that free throw shot anymore. It's a couple of good coaches tonight, just like a chess match.
Gear bringing it down. It looks like they wanted to set a screen, and now they're setting a double back screen, and that is a moving screen. It could have been called on 12 or 45. Both of them set a moving screen, and they're going to give it to 12. And that is Aiden Arnold, her first foul. And that's Grove's only their second team foul of the second period. We're down to 1 minute in the second period.
Been a fast quarter, fast half.
Taylon Dick off of a screen. A little reach in, no call. She picks up her dribble, in trouble. Over to Matthews. One more to Jersey. Jersey over to Rainwater. Rainwater over to Matthews. Matthews going to attack inside. Good take. And she draws the foul. Let's see. Again, she was in the process of shooting, so that should send her to the Tahlequah Handyman free throw line. Shooting 2. And that's on Buffington. Her second, team's third.
Got her foot stuck out there a little bit. Tripped her.
Matthews ties the ball game, 19 all. First of 2. So checking in for Grove, number 15. That's Kenzie Gwynn.
Every one of our girls have such a good release on that ball. The rotation is great.
So Matthews goes 2 for 2 at that trip of the line. So 20-19. Tahlequah has now regained the lead. 38 seconds to go. Look for Grove to hold for the last shot. So way out in the corner, and Tahlequah's content with letting them have the last shot, as I believe that's Elliott Gear at the top, waiting for the clock to run down until the coach gives her the signal.
Isn't that a famous movie actor?
Elliott
Gear. Or is that Gear?
Is it Richard Gear?
Richard Gear. Oh, that's what I'm thinking about.
Inside, good tip away. It's going to stay with Grove. Good job by Rainwater to knock it out of her hands. 5.1 seconds to go in the half.
They've got a very neat little out of bounds play here. They break a girl to the basket, and they break one to the corner. So one of them's going to be wide open. They've had two threes out of this.
So at the top, just what happened, just like you said. 3 ball off the back of the rim, no good. Ball's on the ground, still loose, and that's how the half is going to end. Tigers lucky to have a lead, 20-19. We're going to take a break. Thank you for watching Green Country Sports Network.
Hello, I'm David of Green Country Funeral Home, the only locally owned funeral home in Tahlequah, owned by my wife Renita and myself. We're also proud to be the only funeral home in the area with an on-site crematory to meet the needs of our community, your families. Our family at Green Country Funeral Home works to assist and guide you through the many details of your family's final needs and wishes. Green Country Funeral Home, where we don't work for a corporation, we work for you.
Chris's Quick Lube. Two Sisters Financial, Renda and Renita Dick. Tahlequah Handyman. H&H Quality Tires and Auto. Grace Medical Equipment. Medical equipment provided gracefully. State Representative Bob Ed Culver. The Straight Edge Barbershop, 514 South Muskogee. Myers and Bernard, your hometown real estate team. Pro Mortgage Associates.
Hello, I'm David of Green Country Funeral Home, the only locally owned funeral home in Tahlequah.
Ready.
Hey, welcome back to the Green Country Halftime Show. We have got Nathaniel East with us today. He is with. You want to sit down? He's with the radio station at Grove. You want to tell him what your call letters are?
Yes, sir. So it's called 99.3 KGVE, and this is something I recently started to do for myself. I really enjoyed being, talking about football, whether it's football, basketball, baseball. I just love talking about sports. I wanted to do something more than just be a spectator. And so I started working at the radio station just a little over a year ago, and I've been doing it ever since for basketball, and I absolutely love doing it. I love talking about the game, the players that we have on our team, and things like that. So I'm based from Grove, Oklahoma, and I've just loved doing it, and it's been a pleasure. I'm continuing to just improve whenever I talk, and like my language, the vocab words I use, and I really enjoy doing it. So
well, you got a radio voice. I mean, a good voice for radio.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
So now, did you call the games last season?
I did, yes, sir. So how it actually all started is in high school, I was on the broadcast team that we had, and I actually started that. A teacher of mine actually reached out to me in an email back in 2020 when COVID hit, and he said, hey, I think you would be really interested in this. Well, how about we start a media production broadcast team? And I said, I'd love to. I'd love to be a part of that. And ever since then, I've been doing it for football and basketball for Grove, and I've just really enjoyed doing so. I've learned a lot of vocab. I learned a lot from the teachers from Grove, and especially from the coaches. We have a good relationship whenever we talk about the players and what the game plan is between each and every game that we do. So it's something that I thoroughly enjoy.
Cool. Well, I know you've watched all the well, first off, Grove had a fantastic girls team last year. Had a good season.
Yes,
but anyway, you've watched all their games. We're surprised that Grove's this close. Are you that surprised?
I'm not really surprised. Number 24 is someone to look out for, Rowan Gear. She has a lot of experience from her coach, who is also her dad, but she has an older sister that plays college basketball at a D2 level. So she has gained a lot of knowledge from her and her sister, Elliot Gear, who's also on the floor with her. So she's only a sophomore, but she plays like a senior. And the way that her basketball IQ, the way she's able to move around and pickpocket her opponents and get a couple of rebounds is just really fascinating to watch and see. So,
well, that's awesome. Well, again, Nathaniel, we're awful glad that you agreed to visit with us, and it's well, before I let you go, though, what do you expect out of the second half and out of the boys' game?
The boys, well, they have been struggling this season. They lost a lot of good seniors last year, so I'm not really sure what to expect. They did lose by over 20 points when we first played you guys, and so I'm looking for a close game like this one, and we should see what happens.
I don't know if you know it, but we lost our point guard to a knee injury.
Okay.
And we've lost 4 out of 5 since he's gone down, and we haven't been able to replace him yet, but we're sure trying. So that game's, this is a different team. So I'm looking forward to a good game.
I am too. It's been a good game so far. I'm looking to continue to see a lot of action happen on the court.
All right. Well, Nathaniel, thank you very much, sir. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Well, I'd like to thank Nathaniel again for that. And we'll be right back to the Green Country Halftime Show.
You're watching Tahlequah Tiger Basketball on the Green Country Sports Network. Today's game is brought to you by...
Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network. Few stats. Scoring, Maddie Matthews, 2. Taylon Dick, 2. Jersey with 5. Jaden Buttrey with 6. And Corey Rainwater with 5. Some other little interesting tidbits. Thank you, Craig. There's been 3 ties, 5 lead changes, turnovers. We have 7, they have 8. We are 1 for 6 from 3-point. That's a 17% percentage, and they're 3 from 9 with 33%. Free throws, we're 5 for 7. They are 4 for 5, so we're shooting 71% from the line. They're shooting 90, and those are just some little tidbit stats for you after the first half. So one thing that David Qualls does very well with these coaches is making halftime changes, you know, the adjustments. They tend to come out. I don't know if he chews them out or what in there. I don't ever ask my daughter what happens. I kind of let them have their thing, you know, but he does a good job. When they come out in the second half, it's generally they look like a different team at times. And so,
well, and Grove hadn't even got on the floor yet. We've got 45 seconds to go till the game starts.
So Grove has to be happy with how they're playing and shooting right now.
Yes,
absolutely. You know, again, having 19 points within 1, led for the majority of the first half, you know, until Tahlequah finally came alive and started forcing some turnovers. So I'd expect to see more pressure there from the Lady Tigers to get back into their game.
Yeah, the good news is for us, since we woke up, we've outscored them 18-5. So we hope that continues into the second half.
So Grove has decided they're going to play the second half as they just made their entry to the court. So 10 seconds away from the start of the third period. Tahlequah will start with the ball.
Yep. Throw in from the half court, extended from the scorer's table, as the rule book says.
So Tahlequah with their starters back in: Jersey Retzloff, Taylon Dick, Maddie Matthews, Jaden Buttrey, Corey Rainwater.
And they're still in their 2-1-2. They've stuck with that this whole game.
Taylon Dick over to Matthews, back to TD. Matthews over to Buttrey. Buttrey wanting to get inside, but it's nothing doing. Over to Taylon. She was going to load up and shoot, changes her mind. Over to Matthews. Matthews to Buttrey. Buttrey, nice little head fake. Over to Rainwater. Good shot there.
Well, that's some great ball movement.
And that's how you want to come out and start the game.
That was great ball movement.
Rainwater for 2.
And got a wide open free throw from the free throw line extended. Or not extended, from the free throw line.
19, 7-17 to go in the third.
We've let them penetrate several times, and that's resulted in some layups for them.
Grove, again, patient. Tries to get inside to Buffington. Being swarmed there by Rainwater. Just throws it back out. Rowan Gear. Over to Alsop. Back to Rowan. Back to Alsop inside to Buffington. Being guarded by Rainwater. Oh!
Forgot to drop down, huh?
Rowan picks up. Is able to draw the foul, and that's going to be on Maddie Matthews. That's her second foul, and that's the team's first.
Yeah.
So she'll go to the Tahlequah Handyman free throw line.
Grove snuck in there in front of her and got position on her.
So Rowan is a sophomore. Her sister's a senior. So we'll see her for the next few years. Misses the second one. She goes 1 for 2 at that trip. 22-20, Tahlequah on top by 2. 6:45 to play in the third.
Rainwater sucked in that rebound.
Matthews with a good look at it. 3-ball. Maddie Matthews from beyond the arc.
Starting our full court 2-2-1 press. Kind of a soft.
Good rotation. Stolen there by Rainwater. Good anticipation there on the pressure. That's what that press can do. Rainwater having a little bit of problem getting that ball. Finally comes under control and gets it over to Taylor.
Went behind her back and it kind of tried to get away from her there.
Inside to Buttry. Buttry, nice move, nice take. Draws the foul. Good, strong take to the basket by the senior. And that'll draw the Myers-Bernard foul and sends her to the Tahlequah Handyman free throw line.
We hope she pushes this out to a 7-point lead. That'd be good.
That foul was on Rowan Gear, her second.
Ooh.
Team's first. And
Kelly, I should have kept my mouth shut, shouldn't I? Man.
Jaden misses the first of 2.
Our band's been very quiet today.
And she goes 0 for 2 at that trip to the line. Elliott Gear comes up with it. Over to her sister, now to Alsop. Alsop slowing it back down, letting the rest of her team get here. Inside at the elbow. Rebound.
Good job, TD.
Taylor.
Smallest girl on the floor got that one.
Matthews back to Taylor. Retzloff. She can load up and shoot right there. Matthews will. Looks like it's off. Going to be off. Back of the rim. Good rebound there by Taylor Dick. Can't get to go is Rainwater. Jersey gets the rebound and she goes up strong and
Good
she's
job.
fouled. And that'll send her to the line shooting 2.
Strong is the key word there because if she had gone up stopped, they'd probably call a jump ball.
Yeah.
And she just powered through those fouls.
So Alsop picks up her second foul. And that's the team's second foul of the third period. Opportunity to extend the lead, and Jersey does, making the first of 2.
Well, I kept my mouth shut. It worked.
Jersey, who is tough as boot leather, I can tell you that, goes perfect at the line. 27-20. Tigers extend the lead by 7.
Oh, we're putting a lot more pressure on.
And then Jersey got behind her, bad positioning. She's going to pick up her second foul. And that is the team's second foul.
And when she fouls you, they know it. There's no cheap fouls when Jersey fouls you.
Gear brings it down for the Ridge Runners. The one thing about Jersey, though, is when she fouls you, you know you've been fouled.
That's
you know, I love
yeah.
it. She leaves an impression. So great pressure there, forces the turnover. Lady Tigers will have possession, 27-20, with 5:23 to go in the third period. Here comes Taylor Dick bringing the ball down for the Lady Tigers. Overload to the right.
We're not getting any hurry ourselves, and we're just taking what they're giving us.
Lob pass over to Rainwater. Real ball movement. Back to Rainwater. Baseline. Takes a couple dribbles. Matthews got a good look at 3. She has it blocked. And here comes the Ridge Runners. Also, she loses the ball, so denied that transition attempt. Rowan from way downtown. Off the rim, no good. Rebound Matthews, and a little dramatic flair. We'll take it.
I think that was not a flop, but kind of like you said, dramatic.
It was a dramatic. Also picks up her third, and that puts her in foul trouble, so she'll head to the bench as Grove now has 3 team fouls. And I believe number 15, that's Kenzie Gwynn, who checks in the game for the Ridge Runners. 4:45 to go in the third. Over to Buttrey. Buttrey back to Taylon Dick. Off the screen by Rainwater. Jumper off the rim, no good. Rebound, Ridgewater. Ridge Runners.
I couldn't even think of what they were earlier when I was introducing them.
Well, I was combining Rainwater and Ridge
Runners.
So they became the Ridgewaters.
Oh, boy, it's easy to do, isn't it?
I tell you. Get tongue twisted quick. They give her space to shoot the three. She takes it, no good.
Oh,
Rebound is
gosh.
Buffington. She can't get it to fall. Rebound is Rainwater.
Weird.
No one rebounded at all. She was wide, like no one even had a body on a body. But luckily, Tahlequah comes out of that unscathed as they couldn't get it to fall. 27-20, Tigers with a 7-point advantage. Jersey over to Taylon. Inside to Rainwater. Long pass, too strong. Too strong, too high. Jaden looking over to Rainwater.
That's 2 of those she's fired up in the crowd tonight.
Got a quick substitution, number 5. That's Allie Hasselman going to check in for Buffington. Looks like the Ridge Runners have decided to play small here.
9th grader. Bringing up, get some experience tonight.
Elliott. Over to Arnold, back to Elliott, inside to Rowan. Rowan over to Hasselman. Way downtown is Elliott, off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound is Buttrey. Buttrey brings it to the middle.
Looking to push it up.
Over
the
to
floor.
Matthews. Matthews with a little head fake. Nothing doing. Resetting the offense.
That is such an easy thing, that head fake, ball fake. Just
Nearly stolen. Taylon Dick does a great job of just getting it. And then Rainwater wanted a foul. Nothing doing by the referee, and she has it knocked out of her hands. So here come the Ridge Runners. Elliott, back to Rowan, back to Elliott.
When you start shooting and your arm just stops, that's kind of a clue you probably got fouled.
So too high of a pass here. So turnover, and Lady Tigers will take the ball. So checking into the game, Carson Gilbert and Lauren Stevens. So Rainwater and, sorry, Coach.
I say that's very sportsman of Grove to give it back to us.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yes, they knew they got away with the foul, so they didn't want to be cheating.
Rainwater and Retzloff having a breather. Taylon Dick from downtown, got it! You know, that's her range, is way downtown, and Tigers call a quick 30-second timeout. Nice job there to extend the lead to 10, 30-20. And I'm telling you, Taylon Dick can get hot.
Get hot. That's exact same play that Northeastern State University ran when they won the national championship in basketball, early 2000s. That is the exact play that sent them to the championship.
Nice crowd here at the TMAC. Recognize several faces in the stands over there here to cheer on the Tigers. And there's a Hall of Fame inductee, that David Spears, front row. And then, of course, one of Tahlequah's biggest fans, Bryson, wearing the double T. So, man, Ernie Briggs and Bryson are some of the 2 biggest Tahlequah fans I know. So, it's always good to see those guys out here supporting the Tiger program.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Armstrong Bank for sponsoring this game tonight, and as they have every game. So thank you, guys.
2.5 to go in the third period. Set to check back in on the next whistle is Buffington and Alsop. And they look to slow this down as they find themselves in a 10-point deficit. You know, I talked about their coach being passionate. He's been docile today.
Well, kind of the whole crowd has been. It's not really wild game.
Well, sound like a millennial. I'm not real sure what they're at. No, I was gonna say the vibe is off, but you know, I don't know if that's appropriate. Jaden Buttrey picks up a foul, picks up her second Myers-Bernard foul, and that's the 3rd team foul.
I was gonna hope they didn't call that on Lauren.
I know she had a clean block, and then it hit her in the leg. So, but I guess the foul occurred before that. Inbound over the baseline. Rowan being guarded by Matthews to her sister Elliott. Attack inside, kicks out, also for 3. Off the backboard, scores the same. It is good.
From the corner, how do you shoot a backboard shot from the corner?
30-23, Tigers up 7 with 1:42 to go. Gilbert inside to Buttry. Buttry, she'll shoot it at the elbow, off the rim, no good. Ball's on the ground, and Buffington comes up to it. Look at Matthews. Great hustle play by Matthews to get the held ball, but it still will stay with Grove.
Oh, that's the first jump ball in this quarter, I believe.
Minute and a half to go in the third. Tahlequah clinging to a 7-point advantage.
There's just no fouls. There's just no.
Just a slow, methodical game.
Yes.
It's funny we went to the same word, Coach.
That's exactly what it is. It's hard to get excited about this type of game.
Rotating inside to Rowan. And then what's the foul going to be here against Taylon Dick? And that's her third foul. I mean, we got to start thinking about it. Some of these girls are getting in a little bit of foul trouble here, and that's the fourth team foul for the Lady Tigers. We're going to put Jaden on the ball with those long arms inside. And to Rowan. Rowan against Gilbert. She gets the 2 points. So quickly 5 points, a little 5-0 run for the Ridge Runners.
She got sent to school on that one, didn't she?
Gilbert over to Taylon Dick. Dick over to Matthews. Matthews from way down beyond the arc. Looks good from here. It is good.
Wow.
Count it. That's how you answer that.
She's got it back, hasn't she? So she's got that touch back.
44 seconds. Rainwater going to check in on the next whistle. 39 seconds to go in the third. Lady Tigers 33. Ridge Runners 25. Looks like Jersey and Corey going to check back in.
And they're holding it out for the last shot, I guess.
20 seconds or so to go. And that is what they're going to do, going to hold for the last shot. Tahlequah is content to let them do that, as they are the ones playing with the lead. Arnold back to Elliott. Elliott's going to attack inside. Little floater off the back of the rim, no good. Buffington with good positioning, and she's going to get the putback. Count it. 33-27, Tigers on top at the end of 3. We're going to take a break. Thank you for watching Green Country Sports Network.
Attorney.
Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network. Scoring.
Yeah, I'm kind of. Go ahead.
I was going to give you the stats to look at here.
We're letting them hang around. This is making me nervous. They're playing slow and we're playing slow. And that's not our game.
Lady Tigers will start the fourth period with the ball. Rainwater has checked back inside to Matthews, and she's shoved in the back there by Arnold. So Arnold picks up the Myers and Bernard foul. Her second, and that's the team's first of the fourth period. Inbounds over to Jersey. Tigers still just trying to get some flow going. Over to Gilbert. Gilbert back to Taylon. Gilbert could have turned and shot it. Inside to Rainwater. Rainwater's going to go to work. Good take and one. Great job there. It's time for the senior to take over.
Yeah.
And draws the Myers Bernard foul. Sends her to Tahlequah handyman free throw line, shooting the and one.
That's a sophomore there, and she'll look back thinking, wow, Corey went on and had a great college career, and I got to let her score on me.
Opportunity here at the line.
Oh,
Got
yeah.
it. Got the little shooter's roll. Clean living, as we like to say. 36-27, Tigers up 9.
The old-fashioned three-point play.
Tigers into a soft press here.
They're
Got to get it across. They
Working
finally
on that
do.
10-second now.
Little stutter step,
wow.
no call.
Wow.
Elliott for 3. Off the back of the rim, no good. Long rebound
Good job,
is
Maddie.
Matthews. Good job to secure that, to rip it out by the senior. Tahlequah sets their offense up.
Let's go score, ladies. Put this thing out of reach.
Buttry still on the bench getting a breather. Gilbert. Oh, Elliott saw that one coming a mile away, ran that down, knocked it out of bounds. We'll stay with Tahlequah. 6:58 to go in the game. Tahlequah 36.
There's nobody in a red uniform in practice when they run that play.
Grove 27. Wide open is Retzloff. She elects not to shoot it. Hands it off behind her Taylor Dick
TD
inside.
was thinking about it.
To Rainwater. Turnaround jumper. Got it. 38-27. Tigers extend the lead to 11.
She's getting wound up now, isn't she?
So what Grove hoped wouldn't happen is Rainwater getting hot. And that's exactly what every Tahlequah fan wanted. So inside over to Rowan. To Arnold. Back to Elliott. Over to Olson. Inside, to good pass to Buffington. Good finish there by the sophomore.
She got to watching the ball and forgot to play defense over here.
38-29. Buttrey set to check in on the next whistle. Matthews was pressuring the corner, gets it over to Rainwater. Rainwater takes 2 steps over to Gilbert. Gilbert back to Matthews. Matthews to Talon. Way downtown at the top of the key. Got it!
Wow.
Make it rain.
That was, 6 feet past that line. That's out there.
TD has range and is showing it tonight with her second 3 from way downtown. 41-29. Lady Tigers up 12. Trying to answer the 3-pointer and does is Rowan Gear, and Rowan Gear is all of the offense for the Ridge Runners. And that's a full timeout, so we're going to take it with them. Thank you for watching Green Country Sports Network.
If you suffer with foot pain, you should consider getting your feet adjusted by a hand and foot chiropractor. Hi, my name is Dr. Kelly Calloway, and I'm a hand and foot chiropractor in Tahlequah, Oklahoma. There are 26 bones in each foot, all of which can be adjusted. When one or more of the foot bones lose their healthy alignment, it can lead to a foot problem. We help conditions such as plantar fasciitis, heel spurs, and toe pain. A gentle chiropractic foot adjustment will restore healthy alignment and function to the joint and tissues in the feet. This will correct the underlying cause of most foot conditions. Our patients love having their feet adjusted, and you will be amazed by how good you will feel after you have your feet adjusted. Call our office today to receive your complimentary consultation for your painful feet.
To the Green Country Sports Network. Just a little stat, we're 5 for 11 from beyond the arc, and they're 5 for 15 from beyond the arc. So
that's pretty amazing. Laura Lund, State Farm Insurance up on Downing Street. She and the crew will treat you right, all kinds of insurance, and you can be the most valuable bundler if you'll go up and see her. They picked a good guy to Mahomes, good spokesman, being in. Hope they make it to Super Bowl.
Mahomes and Motto.
Motto, yeah. Home and auto insurance.
41-32. Lady Tigers up 9. Long, dangerous pass. And we got an offensive foul on, who's the call there?
Jersey.
On Jersey. Yes, she was moving when she set her screen. So that's her 3rd personal foul. Team's first. 5.5 to go in the game. 9-point advantage for the Lady Tigers.
Yeah, and this, if they keep making those threes, that's not going to be far enough.
Rowan Gear loads up, shoots again. She's feeling it, and she nailed it.
Well, you can sit there and watch her shoot twice. Probably ought to go out and guard her.
Same spot. Last 6 points have been scored by Rowan Gear, the sophomore. 41-35, 5 minutes to play in the game. Tigers setting up the offense. Retzloff back to Dick. Turnaround jumper is Rainwater. Couldn't get it to fall. No one there to rebound. She's going to pull up 3. She's feeling it. And again, that's her 3rd 3 in a row.
We're down to 3 points.
We got to get a timeout, 30-second timeout. There's a 9-0 run for Grove.
How many does she have now?
That's 3 in a row right there. I don't know how many points she has, but she's going off right now. 41-38. Tigers are hanging on to a 3-point lead. Did he change it to full? He initially said he wanted a 30, but I guess he's changed it to a full.
We got on a really good roll there, and then Grove slowed it down, and we slowed it down, and we lost all our momentum, and now we're paying for it. I hope we can get it back.
Well, one of the things that Grove has done differently here in these last 3 possessions is they haven't slowed. They are getting it to her, and hey, fire the ball, and that's what she's done fast, and it seems to be working. So Tahlequah's got to have an answer for that, because right now it's Rowan Gear, the Rowan Gear show.
Yeah, we're kind of going back to slow motion like we did in the first quarter.
Got a little too comfortable with the 9-point lead, I think, is what we're looking at. So.
Yeah. So, got a little sweat on your palms right now if you're a Tahlequah fan. But we're a senior squad, and we're going to do what it takes to pull this out.
Well, it is Lady Tiger basketball, 41-38. Just trying to figure out how we can get our momentum back. Matthews, who checked back in the game for the Lady Tigers. Over to TD. Back to Matthews inside to Buttrey. They're aggressive. Turnover. Ball's on the ground. Grove comes up with it, trying to force it inside, and Grove was having no part of it. Quickly down the court, also. And TD does a good job of tipping it away. We'll stay with Grove.
That was not a good time for a turnover right there.
Not when you're on a 9-0 run.
No, needing something to stop the bleeding there.
Trying to do a back screen, trying to get her to pull up. They did a good job of staying with her.
We got a box and one going. Maddie's on her.
Maddie's going to stay with her. Good switch there by Coach Qualls. Make that adjustment. Back screen. She's staying right there with her, but inside. Out. Got to rotate over. Want to get inside. Nothing doing. Grove not real sure what to do right now. Tahlequah doing a good job. They're setting a screen. As you can see there, you can see what they're trying to do. Get to her, and then Maddie's going to pick up the foul. So Matthews staying with her. But she picks up her third foul, team's second foul.
We're kind of getting in foul trouble, aren't we?
We are definitely on the fringe.
Oh, they posted her up here. That's
off the rim, no good. Good rebound by Buttrey. Kicks it out to Taylor Dick. Opportunity for Tahlequah. Matthews over to Taylor. Inside to Buttrey, just a little floater. Got it. Nice job. Good release there by the senior. 43-38.
We needed that. Grove, we got a box and one, and they moved that girl down to post her up, and that's a pretty effective way of handling that.
Maddie, she's running her all over here.
Back to running baseline again, isn't she? So
setting those back screens, very important as Matthew's trying to stay with her for them to communicate. See, here comes another back screen. She waves her off. Matthews nearly loses, but stays with her. They get it to Rowan. Inside to Alsop, inside to Buffington. She goes outside. Nothing doing there. Reset. It's like starting all over again. Good block there by Buttrey.
Our seniors are coming through big time right now.
Tahlequah quickly back, setting up the offense over to Matthews. Matthews to Dick. Dick will shoot from there, but not wanting it yet. Lob over to Rainwater at the baseline. Can't get it to fall. Jersey nearly having it. And Buffington comes up with a good rebound there by the sophomore.
Yeah, she's pretty effective under there.
Elliott Greer at the top of the key.
2 minutes and 15 seconds in this ball
coming.
game. 5-point lead.
Over. Got it for three. And that is win. They call it a two-pointer. So 43-40. Tigers up 3.
We just look like we're moving in slow motion on defense.
And Maddie telegraphed that pass. Knocked out of bounds. Checking into the game.
152 with a 3-point lead. Need to execute here, Ashley.
Very uncomfortable feeling for the Lady Tigers. Nearly has it stolen by Elliott Gear.
Maddie's having a little problem getting the ball in.
Minute 50 to go in the game. Tigers clinging desperately to a 3-point advantage. Over to Jersey. Jersey back to Talon. Talon over to Maddie. Back to Talon. Just playing catch. Minute and a half to go in the game. Inside to Buttrey. Back to Rainwater. Rainwater pulls it back over to Buttrey. Nice give and go. Can't get the finish, but draws the foul. So she'll go to the line. And how important are these free throws?
I haven't seen Tahlequah run that particular play. Have you?
They run this little give and go. Every now and again you see it.
That was good.
But the Tahlequah handyman free throw line shooting 2. She makes the first one, makes it a 4-point lead.
Tigers can run such good offense and pass the ball so well. Huge
free throws there by the senior to put the Lady Tigers up 45-40. Under a minute and a half to play in the game.
Maddie Matthews is working herself, working on defense. She's shut that girl down.
They were trying to set back screens and nearly got a moving screen, but she was able to pull back out of it. So there we go, tip, ball's on the ground. They come up with it, and Country bats it away. Also, still ball rotation has been good. Elliott attacks, pulls it back out, spins, jumper, off the back of the rim, rebound is Rainwater. 1 minute to play. Tigers with a commanding lead.
Well, I wouldn't say commanding, but
I'm willing it to happen, Coach.
I'm with you then. Yes.
Now Grove having to pressure as they are down. Matthews dribbles through the pressure. Out to Talon Dick. 40 seconds to go. Over Ritzloff. Good pressure here by the Ritz runners. Tahlequah doing a good job of keeping the ball away from them in a stall. And they are going to foul. Say intentionally. They are intentionally fouling, but it's not an intentional foul.
That's only their fourth, so they're going to have to do it again.
So one more puts us in the bonus, and that'll send them to the Tahlequah handyman free throw line.
29.5. Myers Bernard, local realtors.
Quickly to Retzloff. Retzloff's able to battle out of it, and then Elliott fouls Talon Dick. That should send her to the line, shooting two. So opportunity here to make it a 3-possession game.
These girls have been in, they're used to winning. They've been in these positions a lot. They can execute when they need to. So I hope they can keep going. They're doing great right now.
Taylor goes perfect at the line, extends the lead to 7, so it is a 3-possession game. 25 seconds to go. Timeout, Grove.
Boy, Maddie Matthews has done a great defensive job.
That is going to be a full timeout, so we're going to take it with them. Thank you for watching Green Country Sports Network.
Family. It's bigger than bloodlines, stronger than DNA. It's the circle we draw around the people that matter, the people we care about and care for. Armstrong Bank. Strength runs in our...
You're watching Tahlequah Tiger basketball.
Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network live broadcast. Tahlequah Lady Tigers versus Grove Lady Ridge Runners. Tahlequah's got all they wanted from these Ridge Runners, and want to talk about a better performance this time than last time. His score was 36-18. Tahlequah's in a fight.
Yes, they are. I'd like to thank State Representative Bob Ed Culver, Big Ed, Tahlequah athlete in the 70s. His dad was a great Tahlequah athlete in the 50s, so long line of Tahlequah athletics there. Thank them for sponsoring us.
23.5 seconds to go in the game. Tahlequah 47, Grove 40. 3-possession ball game. Elliott picks up, gets inside. Great job defensively by the Lady Tigers, and that should do it.
Jersey had that red all the way. Stole it pass.
So they get it across, and that will do it. Tahlequah escapes with a 47-40 victory over the Grove Lady Ridge Runners, and so we'll take it. A win's a win. We'd like to have those 15 points for the district, but we're going to take any win we can get.
Absolutely, a big W there.
Coach, any final thoughts on the girls' game?
Well, we just came out very lethargic. Didn't try very hard. We got a really good run there. We fell off again, and then we got a good run at the end. So Maddie Matthews shut the scoring down at the end. And again, they just did what they needed to do to win, Ashley.
Absolutely. I think that's a great assessment. Maddie Matthews' defensive play there at the end to really stop Rowan Gear, who was having a career night. So we're going to take a break. We'll come back. We'll be with the boys. Thank you for watching Green Country Sports Network. Green Country Sports Network and a few stats thanks to Craig. You know, Tahlequah went 15 of 32, 47%. So 10 turnovers. So it looks like we won the turnover matchup there. So that, man, we got all we wanted with Grove. Don't you think?
Yes.
I mean, they really, you weren't kidding when they said that they've improved. They definitely did, and of course it helps when Gear, excuse me, I keep wanting to say Greer, when Rowan Gear got hot there.
Yeah.
And the key point with that was Matt going to that box and one. Great adjustment there by Coach Balls.
Yeah. You want to rattle off some points for us?
So total points, Maddie Matthews with 8, Taylor Dick with 10, Jersey Retzloff with 7, Jaden Butcher with 10, Corey Rainwater with 12. So bench didn't score tonight, which is the first game of the year that hasn't happened. We shot 15 for 32, 47% from the floor, 5 for 11, 45% from threes. They had a pretty decent shooting night. They hit 7 threes themselves, but it took 17 shots to get there.
Right.
But the difference was, in my opinion, the Tahlequah's used to winning. They did not get rattled at all down the stretch. They just did what they do.
Yeah, they just kept grinding, kept fighting, you know.
Yep.
And you got to think that, you know, when that's not your best performance, let's just say it's probably one of the worst performances, you know, they've had, and they were still able to win, you know, and get to the W. That's pretty impressive. You know, you would like to see them get out here and be crisp and be hitting on all shots, especially with the week that we've got coming up.
Yeah.
You know, but
and you hear them talk about it in pro sports all the time when somebody's on a run and winning a lot of games by a big score. How do you get ready and amped up every game? You're bound to have a flat game occasionally, and they did. They came out flat. They were 3 for 12 in the first quarter. At one point, they were down 2 to 13. When's the last time you saw? I mean, in the Booker T game, they went down a little, 6 points, I think, at one point.
Right.
Well, we got the boys' game coming up, 1 minute and 20 seconds. Thanks, Craig, for getting the stats. Tahlequah's lost 4 or 5, Ashley, in the last, after losing Bryson to that devastating knee injury. He did so many things for us. I mean, we haven't found a replacement for him yet.
Just trying to
everybody.
mesh, at this point.
Yeah, he's trying with multiple people, and whoever steps in there and has a good game, they're going to get more playing time. So.
And the road for the Tahlequah boys is not an easy one, as they lost a heartbreaker to Claremore in overtime. They've got a tough schedule on the way out of here. So every game for these boys is important. They can't afford to lose it.
So what do we got next Tuesday at our home game?
Next Tuesday will be senior night, where we're going to take and honor the Tahlequah seniors for both boys and girls basketball. So if you can't, we'd like for you guys to get out here at the TMAC and celebrate with them. So we'd really like to see that happen.
Oh, fight song. That makes me want to get up out of my chair. Starting lineups tonight, coming up.
I was trying to get what's going on with the student section, but they all have their newspapers out. So I want to announce the starting lineups for Grove. Number 1, junior Jacob Gain. Another junior, number 5, Tucker Broderick. Another junior, big one, Nick O'Neill, 6'5". Number 21, Avery Petty. And rounding it out, number 23, Isaac Sheffield. Head coach Zach Trimble, assisted by Sean Stovall and Rowdy Caulfield. And now, the starting lineups for your Tahlequah Tigers.
Well, it's good to see a bunch of students out here tonight. It's like the old days.
Number 0, senior Zeke Guerrero. And number 1, a junior, Cash McIlvain. Number 2, a junior, Jordan Daughtry. Another senior, number 15, Cole Goose Robertson. And senior, number 20, Donovan Smith.
You know, we're both teams are about the same height. Nobody has a height advantage in this game, so then you go to skill, and we won this boys pretty easily the first time by 20, I think.
But this is a different Tahlequah team right now, trying to find their identity without Bryson Smith. And, you know, one thing that Bryson, not just that he handled the ball well, but, you know, that senior leadership that he brought, you know, you got to have some people step up. And, you know, one thing's like we talk about with Cash McIlvain, even though he's just a junior, you know, you got to step into that leadership role. You know, Donovan Smith, Cole Robertson, you got to step into that and guide this ship, if you will. So
Cole scored a lot of points last game, and hopefully he'll continue being aggressive and trying to look for his shots.
So Grove boys, lots of movement, lots of motion.
Isn't it amazing how fast they go now, and by the fourth quarter it slows down
Just a little bit. So all this early extra energy. Guerrero doing a good job guarding Broderick. Right now, Tahlequah pressuring very well. Still can't find an open look, are the Ridge Runners. And they're nearly stolen. Zeke Guerrero got his hand on it. Grove was able to come up with it. McIlvain one-on-one right there. And that's not just a play on words. It's literally number 1 on number 1, and McIlvain forces the turnover.
Cash had really good defensive position there.
So it's great to hear the old student section coming alive over there. So I know Emily Langston will be happy to see that.
We got a big crowd tonight.
So energy a little different for this game. Like I said, the vibe, if you will, felt a little off in the girls' game, but some more energy here. Inside to Daughtry, back out to McIlvain. McIlvain swings it over Guerrero. Guerrero for 3, off the rim, no good. Rebound Grove. Tahlequah fans still standing as we've yet to score a point.
That's his shot, though.
6:38 to play in the first period. Still no points. And another errant pass by Grove, so Tahlequah will take.
Did you notice that we made a change on our offense? We got Donovan Smith out on the wing tonight instead of in the post. So
see what that is.
Yeah, had Daughtry go down and post up. So trying to make some adjustments.
McIlvain trying to get it to Jordan Daughtry, and then number 21 stole it. That's Avery Petty. Little soft errant pass by McIlvain.
Yeah.
Uncharacteristic. High pass. Gain comes down with it.
I was around the legendary NSU coach Jack Dobbins for a lot, and he would definitely not like these one-handed passes. He's
good rotation by Grove.
Real
good look at the basket.
on two-hand passing.
And an air ball. Tigers rebound. Quickly back down. Zeke off his knee. Turnover. So far, the first few minutes of this game is marked by turnovers. And there's a good little give. He took about 7 steps too many. So sloppy start to this first period, 5.5. And Tiger Faithful's legs are starting to quiver.
Yeah, they are.
You're going to stand up with them?
I'm going to stand with them. Maybe they'll do something here. Over to Guerrero, inside to Robertson. Cole, good strong power step, reverse layup. There it is. I just needed to stand up here. That's what it was.
You're the lucky charm.
So now I can't sit down.
Good job, Cole. I asked for that, and you delivered. Good job.
Goose draws first blood. Ball's on the ground. Guerrero nearly comes up with it. Over to Gain. Gain being guarded by McIlvain, and he's going to be fouled. Say he's going to be fouled on the ground, and that McIlvain picks up his first Myers and Bernard foul, team's first. 4:54 to go in the first period. Inbound, gain, jumper, air ball, rebound is Robertson quickly in transition over to Donovan Smith. Good baseline attack, reverse layup.
Oh.
Nice.
But up. If you didn't have that long arms, that wouldn't happen,
How
man.
did he get that shot off?
Nice play there by Donovan Smith. 4-0 Tigers. Long pass to gain.
I figured he learned that from you, Gary.
Oh, yeah.
One of Gary's favorite passes, one-handed, nearly stolen. 3-point attempt off the back of the rim. Nice job by McElvain to track it down, but he had it knocked out of his hands. We'll go to Tahlequah for their basketball.
He left completely on this side of the free throw lane and wound up shooting a hook shot on the other side.
Subbing in for the Ridge Runners is Jackson Gain. I can assume that Jackson and Jacob are brothers. Looking at it, are they twins?
They look a lot alike.
Both are juniors, so. McElvain catch and shoot, top of the key, three, no good. Good job by Donovan Smith to get that rebound. Nice strong rebound. Good bounce pass to Jordan Daughtry. Good take. Tahlequah 6. Ridge Runners 0. Nice.
Oh, I love to see Jordan do that. Man, that's very assertive. Good job.
Very good.
Very good.
Attacking the basket there by Daughtry. Donovan Smith rotates over. Good job to help the helper there as he sinks back down as they were wide open down low. 3-point attempt off the back of the rim. McElvain trying to track it down, but Gain comes up with it. Gets McElvain up in the air, and then he nails that. Nice job there by Jackson Gain to hit the jumper to put the Ridge Runners on the board, 6-2, 3:27 to play in the first. Over to Daughtry. Daughtry high lob pass over to McElvain. McElvain to Guerrero, inside quickly to Donovan. Donovan, he attacks the baseline. Has it knocked out of his hands. He's going to shoot it again. Can't get the ball. And then Grove felt bad for us, so they tipped it on in for us.
That's good sportsmanship. Good sportsmanship.
Does Donovan get the credit for that?
I don't know how you score that. Number 21 is one who actually tipped it in.
Coach Miller just said it's credited to Donovan.
Well, we'll take it. So
it took a strange bounce, didn't it?
So another turnover by Grove, and here comes Tigers in transition. Zeke back to Cole. Good job. That's a perfect 2-on-1.
Beautiful.
And there's a timeout, 30 seconds by the Ridge Runners as Tahlequah on a 10-2 run here in the first period.
Well, that's a video highlight right there.
I mean, that is textbook transition.
Yes.
Get the ball, make him commit. Zeke made him commit and then had Cole open. So great job there in transition by the Tigers.
And Zeke could have been selfish and taken that shot, but man, beautiful. I love to see a great pass, and that was beautiful.
So it took Tigers a little bit to get going here, but now they've rattled off.
Donovan showed a side of his I hadn't seen. Got the ball out on the wing and was able to hit the cutter for a layup a while ago. So got him an assist. Well, to be honest, Grove doesn't have anybody as quick as Claremore, though. I mean, they were eating us up on their press.
Tahlequah into the press, and here comes Gain trying to get a Euro step. And the thing is, they got Cole moving. So Cole Robertson picks up his first.
Cole stands up. He's so used to guarding post guys, and when he gets out on the wing, he's still standing straight up. It's hard for him to move without bending his knees.
Long pass into Gain, comes down with it, being guarded by McElvain. 33 had checked in the game. That's Isaac Sheffield. Now he can shoot. Nice anticipation stolen by Donovan, and he's going to dunk it. There you go. And this crowd likes what they see.
First one of the year, isn't it?
And crowd goes wild. Student section letting the Grove Ridge Runners know all about it. 12-2. Nice dunk there by Donovan Smith.
I don't know why it still counts 2 points, but it's exciting.
Style points. Daughtry.
This 33, we sat up here and we had a nice conversation during the girls' game. He seemed like a real nice young man.
Adrian Petty with that basket. Over to Zeke Guerrero. Inside to Goose. Daughtry finds Smith. Gets him up in the air and finishes.
Good job.
Donovan Smith rattling off 4 quick points. 14 to 4. Assist is Daughtry.
Looking good tonight, aren't we, guys?
Oh. Sheffield goes down. See what we've got.
Hey, if you guys are watching out there at home, you're trying to learn basketball. If the guy hadn't dribbled, you can't get right up on him and stand straight up. And that's what we did, and then he dribbled right around us.
So Gage Hodson checks in for the Tigers, giving Cole Robertson a much-needed breather. Minute 28 to play in the first. Sheffield being pressured by Smith. That's smart. Smith definitely is much quicker. Gain trying to get it. Has it knocked out of his hands, but they maintain control. Back to Gain. Jumper no good. Good rebound there by Donovan Smith. Donovan Smith going up tempo. Little hesitation and just lost the ball. Just lost control. See how that ball spun kind of awkwardly in his hand. Checking into the game is going to be Noah Barrett. Got to give McIlvain a breather.
Cash hadn't got going yet.
Not yet.
Hadn't got it going.
So checking in for the Ridge Runners is Jacob Gain. 58 seconds to go in the first. Tigers 14, Ridge Runners 4. Sheffield over Gain. Good ball rotation inside. Nice job there by Gage to knock it out of his hands, and Smith comes up with it and finds Zeke. Good athletic play there. Zeke, crossover, drop back, over to Daughtry, baseline 3, got it! Man,
Whoa.
That was pretty.
Boy, we're needing that.
My goodness sakes.
Jordan, we need that, buddy.
Started right there with Zeke with the crossover, step back pass, assist Guerrero, and then Jordan nails the baseline 3. Trying to answer from the baseline. Off the rim, no good. Tahlequah, no one there to rebound. Still nobody there to rebound. Noah's all down there by himself, and finally, Donovan Smith comes out and gets the rebound. 7 seconds to go. Zeke Guerrero, nice head fake, but just took a little stutter step. Right idea.
If he'd have shot it, it would have not been called, but he didn't shoot.
So checking into the game, number 10, sophomore Daniel Carey.
Yeah, we're sitting here beside Kingston Hall. He's filming the game, was rehabbing from an injury, started PT today. Said he should be ready to go by March or April.
Long attempt at the end of the quarter. That's the end of first. Tigers 17, Ridge Runners 4. We're going to take a break. Thank you for watching Green Country Sports Network. Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network. A little first quarter scoring. Got Jordan Daughtry with 5, Cole with 4, and leading scorer for the Tigers, Donovan Smith with 8. Of those 8, 2 of them was a monster dunk, which invigorated this crowd. So 17-4, Tigers on top.
He learned the dunk from me.
Did he? Yeah.
On my Nerf goal.
Yeah.
There's no way.
McIlvain checked back into the game. Barrett, Hodgson, Smith, and Robertson into the game. Over to Barrett. Barrett for 3. Off the rim, no good. Good look at the basket. Can't get the rebound. Grove comes up with it. Sheffield nearly has it stolen. Pull-up jumper. Off the side rim, no good. Rebound Gage. Hodgson.
So that's what happens when you box out. He boxed out perfect, came right to him.
Nice take by McIlvain. Floater. Oh, couldn't get it to fall. But he's going to go to the Tahlequah handyman free throw line, shooting 2.
Looked like he was getting ready to pass it, and then he got fouled and drew a shooting foul out of that. That's a smart play.
So that Myers and Bernard foul was on Avery Petty, his first, the team's first.
What a shooter's roll. Now, did you say he was been dribbling a basketball since he was a baby?
He came out of the womb with a basketball, I believe, because that is all he does. Cash. You know, he's a very talented young man, but I'm going to tell you right now, he works his tail end off, you know, on and off the court. Basketball is his passion. Long pass intercepted there by Gage. Hodgson over to McIlvain. McIlvain quickly to Donovan Smith. Turnaround jumper. Couldn't get it to roll in. And Goose couldn't come up with the rebound. Grove takes over, 19-4. Tigers on top.
Well, Cole was in the right place. He had a chance. Well, this is a perfect example of Coach Jones trying to find some.
Nice windmill reverse layup.
Trying to find somebody to take Bryce's place. He's got a couple in there that's getting a lot of playing time.
You know, I was calling Sheffield. I was calling them the wrong number. That's Isaac Sheffield, who just made that basket. Cole got the rebound, couldn't get it to fall. Number 33 is Chandler Gonzalez, not Isaac Sheffield, so I apologize for that. 19-6, Tigers on top, and good job there by Noah Barrett to tip the ball away.
Got a steal, yeah.
So Smith comes up with it. He's going to bring the ball down. Looks like Jordan Daughtry and Zeke Guerrero set to check in on the next whistle. We're at 6 minutes to play in the first half.
Barrett's doing a nice job today. How tall is he, do you know?
I don't.
I mean, looking at him when we were at church and stuff, he looks like he's probably around maybe 6 foot.
Man, good walking the line there by Cole Robertson. May have to change his name to Johnny Cash because he walked the line. Kept it in bounds.
You're our Tahlequah Tiger Chris Berman, aren't you? Yeah, you had all those like.
That was a good one.
Ball goes off of Grove.
Well, we got just a minute here. We're going to have to be quick, so I'm going to talk about Chris's Quick Lube up there on Downey Street. Get you in and out, oil change, and check all your fluids. Thanks for your sponsorship.
Nice high lob pass inside to Donovan Smith. Good take. Oh, can't get the fall, but draws the whistle. Myers and Bernard Community Hometown Real Estate Team foul. Sends him to the Tahlequah Handyman free throw line. Shooting 2. So number 23 is Isaac Sheffield. Picks up his first foul. And again, that's the second team foul of the second period. Nice release by the senior. Makes first of 2.
He very uncharacteristically missed some last game. He's usually a really good shooter.
And again, gets the shooter's roll. Goes 2 for 2 at that trip to the line. Tahlequah 21, Grove 6. And I believe that's Donovan Smith's 10th point thus far. Gain picks up the dribble. He's in trouble. Got to get rid of it. Eventually does. Over to Petty. Petty being guarded by. Great job there by Donovan Smith. Knocks the ball out of his hand, off of his foot, out of bounds. Forces the turnover, so Tahlequah will take over.
That brought Matt Qualls up off the bench. That was a good play. Of course, Coach Jones, he walks about 10 miles up and down that sideline.
Yeah. Here come the Tigers. Daughtry handling the ball for the Tigers. Over to Zeke Guerrero. Donovan Smith downtown. Can he keep going? And he does. Downtown Donovan Smith for 3. 13 points for the senior. 24-6.
I like him being out there. He can do a lot of things.
And Cole Robertson nearly came up with the steal. Bodies collided, and I believe they're going to catch him with a body foul, and they do. Coach Jones is lobbying for a travel. He's trying to point it out. Salts the ref in a jesting formation. So, no, 4:35 to go in the first half. Cole with 2 fouls. Nice basket there by Grove to get it over a leaping Donovan Smith. Jones telling his team to hurry up. Let's get it down the court. McIlvain over to Guerrero. McIlvain not having many opportunities. You know, he went off for 31, and team said, hey, you know what? We're not going to let you beat us anymore. So they've changed their game plan against him for sure. The pressure got to Donovan there. He's going to get called for traveling.
Well, and that was caused by a bad entry pass that he had to reach for it, fumble around.
I tell you, you got to appreciate Coach Jones because he is in his ear the whole time right here. You know,
Oh, they're trying to figure out where to go for dinner after the game.
These two guys have known each other for many, many, many years, and so both have respect for each other and the game, so can have those conversations.
Oh, almost had it.
Donovan Smith nearly getting, he's going to pick up a cheap foul right here, and he's not happy about it. That's a Myers and Bernard
I'm
foul.
not either. There's barely any contact at all. As often as you get, that's a consistency thing that
exactly.
you were talking about.
When they're physical at one point and then a check somewhere else, that's the frustrating thing you see.
Yeah.
Gain inside to Gain. Nice take. Right-handed jumper gets it to fall. 24-10, 3:44 to go. Quickly down the court to Daughtry, inside to Smith. He's way under the basket, makes his way out, and scores. 15 points for the senior, 26-10.
Yeah, there's nobody on Grove's team that can stop that.
And Donovan has the ability here to take over. Gage Hodson set to check in on the next whistle. Ball rotation by Grove.
We got some good minutes out of Gage.
Gain, risky pass, gets it over to the other Gain, tries to get the reverse layup. He was wanting a foul, no call. Tahlequah with the rebound. Daughtry, he's drilled.
Jordan.
Let's see. They call the foul before the travel, so.
Yeah, just throw it up there if you hear that whistle.
That foul's gonna be called number 4. That's Briggs Fink. He's a freshman. That's his first Myers-Bernard foul. Foul was on the floor. Gage checks in for Goose.
These freshmen have the ability to grow a whole lot by the time they're seniors.
Gage to Cash downtown. Got it! Nothing but net. Nice job there by number 1, Cash McIlvain, hitting his first 3 of the night. 29-10, 2:50 to play.
Good to see that.
In the first half. Good job, Zeke, to knock it out of his hands. Picks his pocket.
No.
Tahlequah couldn't come up with it. Gain to gain. That's refreshing.
Man, you are on top of it.
Some good pressure here by number 5. That's Tucker Broderick.
You might have missed your calling, actually.
And so they're going to get a held ball, and that will go to Grove.
Got a turnover on the Tigers. Got a little I like that word, lackadaisical.
Lackadaisical? Yes. Noah Barrett going to check in on the next whistle. Gain at the free throw line, off the back of the rim, no good. Donovan Smith comes up with it, being pressured by number 4, and that's Fink. McIlvain finds Gage, stumbles with the ball, and travels. There's a great pass.
Yes,
great pass, just couldn't handle the ball.
He'll be replaying that over and over.
Over. So McIlvain's coming out of the game as Noah Barrett checks in for McIlvain. Gain. Back to the top of the keys. Fink. Rotating it around, side to side, into the other Gain brother. And good job there by Zeke, anticipating in the steal. Nice hesitation, we couldn't finish. And no foul call, but they are going to give it to Tahlequah. I mean, man, he was walloped. Going to check back in the game quickly is Cash McIlvain.
He was trying to saddle him up, wasn't he? Just want to get a ride.
So Daughtry's going to take a break. 29-12, minute 43 to go in the second. Lob pass over to Donovan Smith, being guarded by Gain. Donovan puts it on the ground, attacks the basket, and one. Got it. Nice take there by Donovan Smith. If I'm not mistaken, that's his 17th point.
He couldn't do that against Claremore. They double and triple teaming him every time he put it on the ground. So
Donovan goes to the Tahlequah handyman free throw line, shooting the and one. And one it is. 32-12. Tigers with a 20-point advantage.
This is the best I've seen him play for a half so far.
Playing very well. 18 points now for the senior. Just around a minute and a half to go in the first half. Tahlequah with a commanding performance here in this first half. Tahlequah needed a performance like this too, because they've been struggling and just needed some things to go right for them to get that confidence up because they've got a tough road to hoe here shortly. McElvain back to Smith, back to McElvain, resets the offense.
And we got prior Tuesday night for senior night. Remind folks to come out and support our seniors. Be a huge night for their family.
McElvain trying to give the give and go. Gage wasn't ready for it.
He did the screen, he forgot the roll part.
Forgot to look for it when he came off the roll. 3-point attempt, looks like he's gonna hit the back of the rim and does. Gage has got good positioning. That's great positioning right there. And that's exactly what Coach Jones has been preaching the whole time. Like, that's why you box out.
Yeah.
So that's going to be the 5th foul. So that'll put them at the line, the Tahlequah Handyman free throw line. So Gage will shoot 2.
49 seconds to go in the second quarter. Been a great half for the Tigers.
As Gage forgot that he was the one shooting, he went down to get ready to rebound. No, son, you're the one at the line.
Gage, this is your chance. Don't. I used to run out
He
there.
had a 3 last week, or on Tuesday.
He hit a 3 in
off
the
the back of the rim. This is his first.
Was that him or
Yeah,
Noah?
it was him. It was
Okay.
Gage.
Well, that was beautiful 3.
Yeah, it
wasn't
was. It was right from the corner over there.
High arcing shot. A little excited that time.
Makes the second one at that trip. 33-12, 45 seconds to go in the first half. It's been all Tahlequah thus far. So when it took them a little bit to get the lid off the basket, but when they did, they came alive. Guerrero guarding Gain, back to Gain. Inside, nice pass, little give and go. And then we're going to get a blocking foul. And they're going to get McElvain. I believe that's his second Myers and Bernard foul. The team's 3rd. 26.1 seconds of checking in for the Tigers. Going to be Daniel Carey, the sophomore. So McElvain, with 2 fouls, is going to have a seat on the bench.
Daniel's been having some good games in the JV. So they're going to give him a chance here today.
Carey, he's fast as can be.
Is he?
Absolutely. Very, very speedy, talented young man.
Well, that's something you're born with. You can't teach that.
So Tahlequah going to hold for the last shot here at 10 seconds. Zeke was pressured. Got to have to do something. Got to draw space. Does. Off the screen. Tacks inside. Nearly loses it. 2 seconds to go. Got to shoot it, Noah. Shoot it, Noah. Again, the inexperience there, not understanding the situation as the clock runs out. For the first half, Tahlequah 33, Grove 12. We're going to take a break. Thank you for watching Green Country.
Hello, I'm David of Green Country Funeral Home, the only locally owned funeral home in Tahlequah, owned by my wife Renita and myself. We're also proud to be the only funeral home in the area with an on-site crematory to meet the needs of our community, your families. Our family at Green Country Funeral Home works to assist and guide you through the many details of your family's final needs and wishes. Green Country Funeral Home, where we don't work for a corporation, we work for you.
Family, it's bigger than bloodlines, stronger than DNA. It's the circle we draw around the people that matter, the people we care about and care for. Armstrong Bank.
Barbershop. 514 South Muskogee. Myers and Bernard, your hometown real estate team. Pro Mortgage Associates. Jackson Hewitt Tax Service. First Baptist Students. And BJ Baker, Trial Attorney. Thanks for watching.
Are you a fitness beginner who is struggling to lose weight? Maybe you've tried tons of different diets, but nothing seems to work. Maybe you're looking in the mirror, you're not happy about the reflection that's staring back at you. At Elevated Aesthetics, we help fitness beginners learn how to lose 15 to 20 pounds in 6 months or less, guaranteed without having to give up their favorite foods. On average, each client that joins loses at least 28.6 pounds inside of the program. So if you're interested, text info to 918-265-4477. That's 918-265-4477.
Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network. Just a few stats real quick. Scoring, we've got, looks like McIlvain with 5, Daughtry with 5, Robertson with 4, Donovan with 18, leading all scorers there. 12 of 22 from the field, shooting 55%, shooting 3 for 6 from beyond the arc, 50%. We have 7 turnovers. They are 6 for 18, 33%, over 4 from beyond the arc. They have 8 turnovers, so we're winning the turnover battle. So good first half there for the Tigers, and that's something they needed, Coach.
Yes, and our young players have played a lot of minutes. Gage and Noah have come in and done well. Jordan's played well tonight. I don't know if Jordan's got a turnover at all, so I'm not sure. But like I say, thanks to Baker's Furniture for sponsoring us, Sherry and ex-Chief Bill John Baker. And Sherry we used to be neighbors out north of the airport back in the day, and so I got to know her then. Really nice people, have some great furniture, get some great deals. And if you can't find what you want, they will make sure they'll custom order something for you. So go by and see them. They'll treat you right out there.
I always want to say about our sponsors and just in small towns in general, how much you appreciate the local businesses. You know, 'cause they're always the first people that get asked for money. You know what I mean? Like when schools need something, when people are raising money, they always go to local businesses, and those are the ones that you see supporting the teams. And so they support us here. That allows us to stream these games so that if you can't make it out, you can always watch it. And so we definitely want to thank our sponsors for what they do. And so we'd ask in turn that you go and not patronize them, but go and
buy something
from them and support them the way they support us in this community as well.
Yeah, if you buy from the big box stores, they send that money back off somewhere way off to the corporate, but our money stays in the community, and so they're able to sponsor stuff like this. Two Sisters Financial, Renda and Renita, down on Spring Street, have a lot of financial products to help you prepare for retirement and have life insurance, all sorts of stuff. And I think Kelly's got all his millions down there with them. And so anyway, they're great sponsors to all athletic programs here at Tahlequah. We really appreciate them and their dad, Jack Reese, for starting that years and years ago. I think he went in partners with J.D. Carey's dad, I think, is what they said. So Jackson Hewitt Tax Service right now, they are busy. And trying to get all those taxes out. Even if you don't have your W-2, they will give you an advance on your tax return if you'll go down there and see them. And down there by McDonald's and Tahlequah drugstore and right across the street from there. They will, your taxes done your way, is their motto.
Coach, about 2 minutes away from the start of the second half. Be curious to see what Grove has in store.
What do you have to say, Craig? You look like you got a serious thought over there.
Well, I'm just looking at this stat sheet. What jumps out to me, the night Donovan Smith is having, 7 for 9 from the field, 3 for 3 from the line. Got a dunk, 7 rebounds, 3 steals. He's doing it all. He has an extra pep in his step tonight, seems like.
That band, that pep band, we love them.
Yeah, a little different energy for the boys' game than there was the girls' game. You know, it's just kind of everybody was kind of down, like letting the old long week, and it took them a little bit to wake up. You know, as far as just the energy in the team act. And now it's kind of felt back.
That's good to see our boys playing like this. I mean, how many turnovers, Craig? Not very many.
7. I think we have 7 and they have 8. So.
Compared to 18 last game,
right.
So that makes you look a lot better when things are going right. 52 seconds to go in this halftime show. I would like to say First Baptist Church, First Students have a dinner on Wednesday night and then some classes after that for the young people. They play some little game. It is the coolest thing with a beach ball and a bunch of plastic things. I don't know. I got to find out what the name of that is, but I'm wanting to get out there with them, but I don't want some 13-year-old embarrassing me.
Well, I'd get out there and blow my knee out or something. You know, I hurt my back literally just sitting down. I'd like to say I had something cool happen, but no. But went to a chiropractor and he got me right. That was several years ago. I haven't had to go back since. So
yeah, you're too good for me.
So back in action are the Tigers. McIlvain over to Guerrero. Guerrero from downtown. See if we get started. Off the rim. And look at that. Look at him. Little dramatic reaction.
What a bounce. That was Cash's shot the other night, but it hit the support. That might have dropped in if it hadn't hit that support up there.
So Tigers come out.
Good shot,
Zeke. 36-12, 7.5 to play in the third. At the free throw line, jumper, no good. Rebound, McIlvain.
Watch behind you. It's a lot easier to shoot when you're way ahead, that's for sure.
Good ball rotation going side to side. McIlvain off the dribble, he attacks. Nice give to Cole. Robertson, who finishes, assists McIlvain. Nice job there by Cash.
That was beautiful, wasn't it?
And an even better finish by Robertson, 38-12. Tigers on top by 26.
Well, that's what happens when your defense lets them penetrate on you, like Cash was able to get inside. Good things happen when you penetrate defense. Oh.
Nearly stolen.
Long arms help.
Nice job there to force the turnover are the Tigers.
Hey, coach was wide open. That was a beautiful pass over there. But he didn't shoot it.
McIlvain slowing things down a bit for the Tigers. Lots of moving parts here. Donovan Smith coming to set up a screen for McIlvain. He'll pull up from way down. Off the backboard, no good. Rebound is Grove. McIlvain only having 1 3 in this game. McIlvain knocked it out of his hand, so he will stay with Grove. Tigers are not real happy about that call. Petty with the ball.
And the ref don't care. What is that commercial? Someone don't care.
Gain over to Broderick. Being guarded by McElvain. Attacks the basket. Nearly blocked. Rebound. Guerrero. Tigers in transition quickly. Over to Donovan. Reverse layup. Got it. Nice job there for his 20th point. 40-12.
Rebound, assist, and shot. Beautiful. In the box score, that's going to look like Zeke was up there above the rim on that rebound. But he was standing on the floor, though. It just came to him.
Number 1 is Jacob Gain. He's going to try to attack the basket. And Daughtery does a great job of knocking it out of bounds, so we'll stay with Grove. 5.5 to go in the third.
Jordan's had a nice game today. I don't know if he's had any turnovers.
It's good to see like their face, like the body language and confidence level looks a little better than it has in the past couple games. So good head fake there to get Cole up and around, and then he takes it on in.
Yeah, if he could go to the other side and make him dribble out toward the free throw line, at least he wouldn't get a layup. He could get some help.
McElvain resetting the offense.
But try not to let him dribble around you on the baseline side.
Inside to Donovan. He's going to go to work. Stumbles. And fouled. Count it. And one.
Boy, he's
Donovan
having a game,
Smith.
isn't he?
Unbelievable.
Keep going, Donovan. It's looking good.
That Myers-Bernard foul sends him to the Tahlequah handyman free throw line, shooting the and one.
He may need some chiropractic care after that foul. That was tough.
And one is good. I lost count, but I think that's 23 points for the senior. 43-14. It's all Tahlequah. 4:52 to play in the third. Petty picks up his dribble, gets it over to Finch.
So we're playing good man-to-man defense, moving well.
Gain being guarded by Robertson. Nice job. Forces it back outside. That's Sheffield inside.
Okay.
Air ball, rebound, Donnie. Over Guerrero. Guerrero, baseline three. Looks like it's too hard. It is too hard. Off the back of the rim. Rebound, Grove.
He hadn't got that good spin that he had last year. It's hanging on a little bit or something.
Air ball, rebound. Donovan Smith gets it out to Cole Robertson. Robertson, high pass to Zeke. Zeke tries to volleyball pass it over to McElvain, and they're stolen. And then they're going to get Jordan Daughtery with a blocking foul, so he didn't have position.
And I'd have to agree with that one. I hate to say it, but
That'll send him to the Tahlequah handyman free throw line. That Myers-Bernard foul, shooting two. Sheffield makes the first two. Checking back in the game now is Jackson Gain. Petty's going to go have a seat.
it's good to see Bryson Smith sitting on the bench enjoying the game. I think he's scheduled for surgery. Is it this week?
I'm not sure.
I think it.
So Grove's going to take a full timeout, but we're going to take it with him. Thank you for watching Green Country Sports Network.
That is literally the funniest thing ever.
And then I said,
It wasn't. But this guy could use a win. Even if it's not as big of a win as I get with free Kasasa Cash checking. Kasasa Cash pays me a really high rate and refunds ATM withdrawal fees nationwide. So I feel like a queen. Has a mega bank ever made you feel that way? Or was it more like this guy? Take back banking with Kasasa Cash.
Get Kasasa Cash at First State Bank.
You're watching Tahlequah Tiger basketball on the Green Country Sports Network. Today's game is brought to you by First State Bank.
Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network live broadcast. Tahlequah Tigers versus Grove Ridge Runners. It's been all Tahlequah, 43-16.
Yeah, we have this is a good game for Tahlequah. They're getting to play a lot of players that need to develop their skills to, you know. We have got a brutal schedule. We've got Prior Tuesday, and then we start in with, is it Booker T?
Booker T on Thursday. It's a the rescheduled game for the one that was canceled due to weather.
Yeah.
And then Collinsville. And
then
man, Collinsville's definitely looking for some revenge after that.
Oh, that's going to be a crazy one there. So, and that's one of those setups. We don't have a lot of space. Remember, Coach Wing? It's like you're sitting in the stands and it's hot and they're all over you. Not in a bad way, you know. But
long pass over to McElvain for 3. Got it.
Nice play. Nice
Good
play.
assist by Zeke Guerrero over to Cash McElvain, who nails the 3, and that's a 30-point advantage.
They set that up at the timeout and then executed perfectly. But you know, all those plays, they don't work unless you make the shot. And he made the shot, so good for him.
And they're going to say he took a stutter step and traveled. Guerrero inbounds to McElvain.
I got a story about Matt Qualls. When he was in junior high, I had a really good team, and we came up here and played. And Matt was just, he wasn't 6'4" back then, just a little guy.
Daughtry for 3, can't get it to fall. I thought it was going to be good. I was about to get all excited. Rebound Grove.
And he got every rebound there was and made I don't know how many points. That was my introduction to Coach Qualls.
And he's like, what, the leading scorer or second leading scorer all time? Tahlequah, I think?
Yes.
It's either him or Luke Dobbins, one of the two.
McElvain in a hurry, 3-ball, and that's what he does best.
He's lighting it up now.
So back-to-back threes by McElvain, 49-18. Set to check in on the next whistle will be Gage Hodson.
Grove's pretty well just going through the motions right now.
And Noah Barrett is going to check in, and they're going to get Daughtry for the foul. Myers-Bernard foul should send him to the line.
You know, he was in great position. All he had to do was hold his hand up and block it. He swung down really hard.
So checking in the game for Donovan and Jordan. They're going to get a much-needed break. Hodson and Barrett. Sounds like an attorney. Speaking of attorneys, that trial attorney.
B.J. Baker. Yes. Yes, B.J. and his staff down there. Why have an attorney when you can have a trial attorney? And we really appreciate his. I've known his family for years and years.
So at the line, nails it. 49-20. Here comes McElvain, and that's what you do when they're moving with them. You run with them, and draws the foul. So that's his second foul. It's Fink has the team's second foul. 2:12 to play in the third.
You know, this is such an easy game to referee. These referees ought to do this one for free.
Right.
These are really good referees too. I mean, I like these guys.
Not much to gripe about.
Not really. I mean, I don't know if it's just the game, but they also are pretty good refs. Just, you know.
Nice move by McElvain, and that's what he does off the dribble.
Boy, that's
nailed it.
That's a lost art, that pull-up jumper.
So 8 points quickly for McElvain. You know, to go with the 5 we already have. My math's correct, that should be 13 for the junior. 51-20. Tigers on top. Daniel Carey set to check in on the next whistle. Nice step back. Ends up throwing it and passing it. Looked good for a moment. And then it probably could have been a walk, but no call.
Zeke went down like he'd been shot by a sniper. Luckily, he's okay.
Put some little sound effects to that. Watch him go down. McElvain off the screen. Grove does a good job fighting through it. Trying to get it inside to Gage, and he's clobbered. He's going to fall down and turnover. Guerrero gets it. He's going to pull up for 3. Off the front of the rim, no good. Goose cannot run it down.
Good shot.
Good hustle there. So now Zeke's going to take a breather as Carey checks in. Coach Jones taking the opportunity to coach Goose as they walk down the court. Here come the Ridge Runners looking for any spark of offense. 51-22, Tigers on top. Gain at the top of the key over to Fink. Fink being guarded by Carey. short corner, trying to get inside, going to work against Hodson, turnaround jumper, nothing but net. Got it.
That's a nice looking move. Very nice.
McIlvain now going to be pressured by Fink. McIlvain just runs right behind it. Pull up jumper at the elbow. Oh, draws the foul. That'll send him to the Tahlequah handyman free throw line, shooting 2.
Cash has grown a lot since last year. I wonder if he's going to keep going, or is that about it?
I don't know. His dad's pretty tall, so he probably has it there.
Yeah, I had a friend that was a 6'3" in college All-American baseball player, and in 9th grade he was 5'1". That's amazing how fast he grew.
McIlvain makes the second of 2. Daughtry going to check in for McIlvain.
Speaking of that, I'm looking forward to our baseball season. We've got a new assistant coach, and he's a longtime professional baseball pitcher, Jake Fisher. So
Tahlequah dropped back down to 5A this year, which is going to be very helpful to that program.
Yeah, I think they've got almost all their players back, too.
I was talking to St. John Sampson the other day, and he firmly believes that Tahlequah can make a run at the state tournament.
Well,
see, that's the expectations they have.
There you go. You can't win it without that expectation. Good for him. They've been working out for quite a while already on the baseball team.
How quickly this year has gone that it's already 2024. And a wild shot there to end the 3rd quarter. No good. Tigers 52. Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network. Start of the 4th. It's been all Tahlequah. 52-24. Look to see Tahlequah go deep into their bench probably here in the 4th quarter.
We have really had a great game because we only beat these guys by 20 the first time we played them. We just played really well today.
Hodson guarding. Petty, guys, nice footwork, nice move to finish them at the rim there, 52-26. Over to Barrett. Barrett off the screen, pull up 3. Nice look at the basket, got it. Nice job there by Noah Barrett. You know, we talked about a couple games ago watching the growth of these young men. I got Noah Barrett who stepped into a big game, and you know, you can see that inexperience, but that game alone has now developed his confidence where now he's out here playing, and the game doesn't look too big for him anymore. You know.
Yeah.
I think that's why it's important you get these young guys in game situations so that they can experience the ebbs and flows of the game, and they understand how to handle adversity and how to handle. What's that? Riley Kidwell checks in for the Tigers, number 4. Out of baseline 3, too hard off the back of the rim. Rylan Kimball, 6'2", sophomore. And also looks like going to be checking in is number 33. That's Avery Fields.
Oh, good.
Senior. He's already making his presence. He's already got a blocking and a shot already. That's good. Sorry, Gary, I didn't mean to cut you off.
I'm just so happy to see Avery get in there. He's worked hard for 3 years or 2 years, and good to see him get in there.
So at the Tahlequah handyman free throw line is Fink, makes the first of 2.
But I'm a homer because I used to work with his mom, coached his sister. So
Lane Fisher looks like he's taking off his warm-up to check in on the next whistle. Here comes Noah Barrett and the Tigers. Over to Fields, back to Barrett, over to Hodson.
Go to
Kimball.
Score. Go to score.
Off the screen, nearly loses it. Gives it back to Fields. He's going to attack the basket. Yes! Got it. Nice job, Avery Fields.
Yeah.
Making his presence, Phil.
He's happy. He's happy. I know Wissy's happy. Your mom's happy.
Great job there to finish at the rim for the senior.
He had 2 rebounds Saturday at the tournament. He was pretty happy about that.
Daniel Carey looks like he's going to pick up a foul against Fink. Should be Carey's first. No, excuse me, that's his second foul. So checking in the game is Lane Fisher. He checks in for Gage Hodson. Tahlequah has 3 team fouls here in the fourth to none of Grove. Nice lob, nice finish there by number 23. That's Isaac Sheffield, 57-29.
Well-designed play by Grove.
Kimball over to Barrett. Barrett back to Fields. Fields going to attack the basket. Can't get the
Yeah,
ball,
he got
but
fouled.
he got fouled, so that's a Myers and Bernard foul. Sends Fields to the Tahlequah handyman free throw line. Shooting 2.
These memories will stick with them the rest of their life. You know that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, back in the day, they'll be telling their grandkids. Public School Foundation, hadn't talked about them in a while, but they are raising money for Tahlequah athletics. So Coach Moore, who played here in the early 60s and then coached here in the 70s, started that.
Avery Fields goes 1 for 2. Lane Fisher gets the rebound. Can't get it to fall. Rebound Grove.
So anyway, contact Tahlequah Public Foundation and donate to the athletic fund.
And that is a 501c3, so if you're looking for a tax write-off, I think that's a good organization.
We just hadn't mentioned them enough, have we?
Trying to spin. Good defense there by Lane Fisher. And then can't come up with the rebound. Grove gets another chance at it. Over to Fink. Good take. Good strong power dribble. He's able to make it. 58-31. 5:15 to play in the fourth. Barrett. Fields top of the key 3-ball. Off the back of the rim, no good. Fisher couldn't come down with it. Tate Threet gets the rebound. And they're going to get Lane reaching in there. Lane's a sophomore.
I'd like to say hi to my coach, Ron Cox, and longtime coach, and also tennis coach at Northeastern and other places.
Inbound lob, no good. Rebound Tigers. Here comes Daniel Carey. And he's tripped, loses the ball off of his head. Grove comes up with it. And that was a comedy of errors, if you will. But Grove comes up with it. He falls down.
Ouch.
There's the man in the court down there just tripping people, looks like. Is there another sniper here? Deep 3, got it, Petty.
Oh.
And then inbound pass is stolen. And then Fink's going to get called, whistled for the foul there. Checking.
That Ryland learned a valuable lesson there, didn't he?
Keegan Hammonds going to check in for the game. Keegan, a sophomore.
He's a sophomore?
4:13 to play. Carey over on the wing. He's going to pull up for 3. Can't get it to fall. Rebound Grove.
He did. He knew what he was doing.
34. Can't hit the 3. Nice take there. And they're going to whistle. Who are they going to give Lane for his second?
There's something on the ground there. Falling. It's like the parquet. You remember when they used to play the... Do they still play under the ball? Is that still the same thing, the ice and then the parquet floor, you know?
I don't know.
People would always be slipping.
Oh, yeah.
I was there. We went to Boston 6, 8, 10 years ago and walked right by the Boston Gardens.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. But, you know, it's right across from Bunker Hill. I did not realize that, where the battle was. Right across the street. A couple of blocks from Paul Revere's house. Boston's a neat town.
Don't have number 3 here on our rosters. I'm not sure who that is. Misses his first of 2 here on the Tahlequah handyman free throw line.
Looks like Nice shot, nice looking shot.
Misses both.
Good job, Avery Fields, coming down with that rebound.
Kimball quickly out to Hammonds. Back to Kimball, over to Fisher. Fisher to Carey. Carey bounce pass to Fields. Power dribble back to Fisher. Kimball wanted it, decided against.
I know he can make that shot.
Hammonds picks up his dribble, bounce pass over to Fields. Nice footwork.
Oh,
and he got it. Oh, Avery Fields.
That's 5 for him, I
Nice
think.
job. You're right.
Mom,
His
ooh.
5th point. Good footwork right there.
Yes, it was.
Novian going to check in the game on the next whistle, number 22.
Is he a sophomore as well?
No, I believe he's a junior. Floater. Got it.
3:05 to go in the game if you're listening on the radio.
60-36. Tigers on top. Commanding lead. Coach Jones going deep to his bench, see how many guys he can get in here. Fields, turn around, can't get that one to fall, but he was feeling it.
Yeah.
And here comes Grove. Fink, tax baseline, and Fisher picks up, I believe, his 3rd foul.
Oh, wow.
Hey, if you're going to get in there, make it work.
That's right. You know,
I guarantee I would.
Get your name in the paper one way or the other in that stat line. 3rd personal foul for Lane Fisher, and that's the team's 5th foul.
He was a really great lineman for the football team, too. I can see why now.
Novian checks in for Lane Fisher.
Albion. What grade's he?
He's a junior.
Yeah.
So Fink makes the 2nd of 2. 60-37 is our score. 2:40 to go in the game. Kimball handling the ball for the Tigers. Over to Carey. Gets it inside to Novian. Back out to Carey. Over to Hammonds. Looks like number 5, Preston Holcomb, set to check in for the Tigers on the next whistle.
Blocked that shot, I think.
As will Lane Fisher. 2:15 to go. Good take.
Oh,
and
that looked like a
Novian
block.
looked like
I
he
hope that
had
kid's
him.
okay, though.
Had a block, but looks like he got him with his body. So that'll send him to the Tahlequah Handyman free throw line, shooting 2. Isaac Williams, sophomore, number 12, also set to check in for the Tigers.
You know, it's amazing how much these players can develop by next year. They'll grow, their skills will get better, they'll get stronger.
Number 5, that's Tucker Broderick, misses his first one. So Avery Fields, Carey, and Kimball will all go have a seat on the bench.
Hey,
nice job there by Avery, who produced 5 points in his debut tonight.
Actually, he's got a chance to foul out. He came back in the game. That might be a record.
2:13 to go in the 4th. Tigers on top, 60-37. Broderick misses both. Novian can't come down with the rebound. Has it knocked out of his hands. Will stay with Tahlequah.
Who's number?
So
that's Isaac Williams, is number 12, who checked in the game. Ball's brought down by Keith Hammonds.
So Tuesday night we got senior night. Who's number 12?
That's Isaac Williams.
Isaac Williams.
He's trying to get it over to Preston Holcomb. Has it knocked out of bounds.
Holcomb's 5, correct?
Yes. So Kingston Hall is not checked in. Looking over to Kingston, asking him if that's his uniform. He says, yeah.
Who's 23, did he say?
Dawson Godfrey checks in for the Tigers. And makes his presence felt with a foul. So Godfrey gets his first foul, and I believe, looking at the bench, I believe Tahlequah got everybody in tonight, so that's good. Lots of mamas are going to be happy to see the boys out here on the court. Gain makes the first, 60-38, minute 44 to play.
These guys play JV games with about 5 people in the stands, so they get a chance to shine under the spotlight here, and I'm happy for them.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Still too big of a hole probably to overcome, and Holcomb throws it away. 1:37 to go in the game. Tigers on top, 60-39. Over the corner, three. Off the rim, no good. Tigers can't come down with the rebound. Grove does. Top of the key, over back to Gain. Tries to split the defenders. Floater. Off the rim, no good. Rebound, Dawson. Dawson then is going to be whistled for traveling.
What grade is Dawson, do you know?
I believe he's a junior.
Junior.
Don't quote me on that, but I believe that's what he is. 1:16 to go. Inbounds to Gain. 3 ball. Got it. 60-42. Cuts the lead to 18. Kind of important here for Tigers to maintain the 15-point lead. Inside to Fisher. Fisher hook shot. Can't get it to fall. Grove comes down with it. 50 seconds to play. Top of the three. Does a good job. Baseline three. Rim no good.
That sniper after him again.
Gets his own rebound there. Look at Grove with all the rebounds, and I believe they're going to whistle. They're going to get Dawson for his second. Let's see if it's Dawson or if it's Novian. So it's going to be on Novian Webb. That's his second personal foul. That'll send them to line, shooting 2.
Well, there we go. 60-44 with 35 seconds to go. Gina, we're just about ready to come home.
Thinking the Pro Mortgage Player of the game is going to be Donovan Smith. Excuse me, not of the game, of the week, Donovan Smith. So congratulations, Donovan. Had outstanding numbers, and Maddie Matthews was the player of the week earlier for the girls' game. So as time expires, it was all Tahlequah, 60. Grove, 44. Coach, final thoughts?
Well, Tahlequah boys needed this. They needed a confidence booster. And we'll be back Tuesday for senior night. Hope everybody comes up and supports our seniors. And
I believe they do that before the in-between games, don't they?
I don't even know. You did that last year, didn't you?
Not in here. I did it for football.
Football,
not for basketball.
Senior daughter.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's weird now that she's gone off to college.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, all right, guys. Well, if we ain't got much else to go, we're going to go ahead and close her out for tonight.
Right.
As for Coach Wing, Dr. Kelly Calloway, Craig Wing, Ryan Posley, I'm Ashley Stevens. Thank you for watching Green Country Sports Network. Good night.
Be home soon.